You been Hay City?
Hmm?
Are you fixing Hay City?
No,
Oh, you
I'm going live.
all right.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay. No harm, no foul. If there's anyone here, I'm hoping that there is. I'm not talking to myself. I just want to welcome you that are here. Thank you so much. I'm a little early, I know. So please forgive me for the earliness. I'd rather be early than late, as they would possibly say, I guess. But anyways, I'm hoping that you're having a great night. And a lot of you, I know it is cold outside, and I feel for you. I really do. So God bless you. Especially if you got to go through the cold. Um, God bless you. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Mom of an angel, so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Oh, I got low. Let me do that again. Acknowledge me. You have been acknowledged. I think I need to go a little higher with this because I don't know why that went low. There we go. Let's try that again. Acknowledge me. Jason Finch, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you being here. I'm sorry that I don't put like half hour ahead of time as to when I'm gonna go live. I am not computer savvy, so please forgive me. I go on YouTube. I go on Zoom and just hit now. I'll just say heck with it. Jason Fincher, hello, Eddie and Jen, the vlogs. Thank you so much. Cauldron Spoon. Mama of Angel said it's supposed to get down to 9 degrees tonight. Where are you at, Mama of an Angel? I really do feel for you. Anybody that's watching, uh, if you're going through a cold spell, I really do pray for you. I really do. Um, because here it's not that bad. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but there's other people that's worse than us, like Mom of an Angel, who's supposed to get down to 9 degrees. I know in my hometown of Akron, Ohio, it's supposed to be, I think it's like 21 there in Akron. Sherry James, thank you so much for being here, and this is for you. Acknowledge me. You have been acknowledged. Thank you so much for being here. Hold on 1 second. Let me do one other thing here. Uh, Wait a minute, where is it at? I meant to do this earlier. Just something I need to fix on my um well, not that. There. Let's see. No, not there. Give me a couple seconds here. Um that one. There. Okay. Sorry about that. Pam, Simon, how are you doing? Glad you are here. Thank you so much for being here. Acknowledge me. I also want to do this for Jason Finch.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged. As a matter of fact, let me see. Sherry Jane here. I'm going to give you a wrench. Why? And if you hear that laughing in the background, that is my son Manny. Um, as you know, a lot of you know my son Manny, of course, is severely autistic and has mild cerebral palsy and he has epilepsy. And so, yeah. But this live today is going to be a little different because of all the things that's going on in this world. We have the fires in California. Um, and a huge shout out to Omar Gosh, who is going to be heading out to California, so God bless him. And I really want to uh, really thank him for what he's going out there to do. Uh, That's a huge shout out right there to Omar Gosh. If you are not subscribed to Omar Gosh, I'm gonna put the link in, or Jen, if you can look up Omar Gosh's link and put his link in. I want you guys, if you haven't subscribed to him, to go by, check out Omar. He's going to be going to California, and so be watching for videos coming from him on that. Christina. Yeah, I started early and it's crazy because you know me, I'm not computer savvy. So yeah, I started early.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair.
I really do appreciate you all so much for being here. But yeah, this chat, I want it to be to where, and Kelly, how are you doing? I didn't want you to think I forgot about you, and because I did see you in there.
Acknowledge me.
So you have been acknowledged. Christina, if you can do me a favor, can you put Omar Gosh's link in the description box? If you guys are not subscribed to Omar, I want you to go by and check him out. Uh, Thank you very much, because he's going to be flying out to California because of the fires. And there's so much going on in this world, man. It's just we need to address some of this. Really aren't. Let me get my better half in here.
Oh, it's so cold in here.
I know I have that effect on people.
Jeez.
And so, yeah, I mean, because I've been watching a lot of comments that people was making, because even though actors and actresses lost their homes, people are thinking, well, they got all this money, they can afford this. But let me tell you something. It's not about being able to afford it. It's the fact that they had to work for that, so they worked hard for that. And it's hard on them. Corey, how are you doing, bro? Good here. So good
Acknowledge
to see you
me.
here, and so good to see you all here. Jason Finch, I can't stop laughing at things, Eddie. I feel you, man. That's me too. Uh, I think everything is funny. Yeah, but when it comes to the Hollywood, the stars and all that, yeah, they got these nice homes and all that. But when it comes to someone losing their home, you don't wish that on nobody. No matter how much money you
Yeah.
got,
And
you know.
half of them weren't even like they were out working, doing podcastings and movies, and come home to their homes being gone. It's something I wouldn't wish upon no one. I
Yeah,
don't care who, if you're rich, poor, in between. My worst, and you know what I'm saying, like anybody, I wouldn't want that for no one. That's just sad and heartbreaking.
right. And so that's why I wanted to I really address this live stream today because it's I've just been reading a lot of comments. A lot of the comments has just been negative, because they didn't ask to lose their homes. You know, they worked hard for that, and for them to lose their home, it's just.
You had to watch them cry. I mean, come on. If it happened to you, like, that's heartbreaking. I
Yeah,
wouldn't want it to happen to me. You know, and half those people, they lost animals in that. Like, that was their family members.
right. Christina said,
Actually,
Christina said it's not being able to afford what about the pictures of their babies that they'll never see those. Yeah, their personal possessions. You're right, Christina. They're not going to be able to get those back. Pictures of their kids, the grandparents and stuff like that was sentimental. They're
I
not going to be able to
I
get none
know
of
the
that back.
experience. When my mom had her apartment fire, every wedding picture we had was there and was burnt. So, and a lot of my kids' baby pictures and my pictures when we were kids is gone. Like we barely have many family pictures left. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know the pain and the hurt, So
Yeah, and so I wouldn't wish that on nobody. And just all the things that's going on in this world, man. And then you had the incident where a guy ran over a whole bunch of people. Um, I forgot where that was at.
New
Killed
Orleans.
in New Orleans, yes. On Bourbon Street and killed 14 people. I mean, the direction that we're going is just put it like this. We don't know when we're going to leave unless we decide to check ourselves out that day. But other than that, love your family, be closer to them, your friends, because tomorrow's not promised, it's given. And the things that you have today could be gone tomorrow. And that's something to really think about. Something, I think about it every day. When I walk out the house and I go to work, I think about my wife and kids. I'm hoping that they're going to be all right.
Good morning. Haunted turkey.
Good morning, Honey Trucking. Huge shout out to my boy, Honey Trucking, who's in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Joyful Steph, so good to
Thank
see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged. And so that's what I want to talk about today because it's sad what people are saying in comments. Yankee Kyle.
Acknowledge
It's very
me.
sad.
eh, eh,
It saddens me to see so much hate in the world. And I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to be an empath to feel everyone else's pain. When you watch TV, you feel their emotion, their sadness, their grief. And,
Yeah, Mama Angel says, just like the people in North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, the things that's happening in this world, I mean, it just goes to show you. And even now, I mean, even us DoorDashers, lately there's been a rash of DoorDashers getting killed, you know, for nothing. They're going to make a delivery, and as soon as they go to make that delivery, somebody's meeting them with a shotgun. And that's for real. All you got to do is look it up. I mean, the world that we live in now is just,
it's a scary place.
it's a scary place. If you're having a baby or you know someone who's having a baby, my prayers go out to the baby because they got to live in this world. Pretty soon we'll be phased out. So this is not even our world. This is their world. And it's just sad. Corey said, we're all just trying to survive. I'm an empath as well, and I heard so much for total strangers. Yes, I
Because you
agree with
feel it.
you.
Like you feel their sadness and their pain and their hurt and their anger and their misery. And it's overwhelming. Like I've noticed that the overwhelmness of energy in the world, like the negativity and the sadness is, man, it takes a toll out of you.
It sure does. And it's really been taking a toll out on Jen. It really has. So, and you're right, Hunter Trucking. Prayers to Jason Finch and to everyone. Everyone that needs prayer. What James the fan was going through with his sister. Pray for him. Pray for his sister. Pray for his family. Wish them a speedy recovery. Diane G, so good to see you here.
Acknowledge me.
So good to see you. We gotta let's try to coexist, you know. It's like a cold, and I said this before that things were going to get worse before they got better. And I said that a long time ago, and it's going to show now. You know,
2025 is gonna be one hell of a ride.
this is going to be a one hell of a ride, 2025. And I said that. And it's just begun, so we can only make it better. But it takes us. It takes us as a community, to get together with our friends and our neighbors, our relatives, and let them know how much you love them and how much you care about them. Don't let any day go by without showing some kind of love because, like I said, you don't know when your time is going to come. At least when it does come, at least you had a chance to say, I love you to your friends and your family, your loved ones. That word love, it means so much. It is a big word and it means a lot, but the word can also hurt you. So use it carefully,
Use it wisely.
and use it wisely. Jason said, I get sick every single year. I think all of us do.
My daughter's sick right now with influenza.
Yes. So I mean, we all get sick. Diane says, Shelly, congrats. That's great. I didn't see what Shelly had, but congratulations, Shelly. Congratulations. Hannah Trekken said, I showed my toilet all kinds of love today. I bet you did.
I know you did.
Mama Angel said, be happy for those that have success. Try harder for success in your own life. Yes. If you want anything in your life, it's up to you to,
You want $1 million?
if
Go
you want
for
$1 million, try to get it,
Fight for it.
but use your own
Hey,
universe. Hey, Boomer, how you doing, bro?
Acknowledge me.
Good to see you. You know, manifest whatever you want, because you got to remember, you're co-creator of your universe. So, and like I said before, if you say your life's a B, it's because you made it that way, but you can change the narrative.
Hey,
All
what
you
the
got to
F,
do.
Mike?
What the F, Mike? Thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged, sir. And everybody, if you guys have not went stop by, Mike, put your channel link in. As a matter of fact, any of you that's here, and I'm quite sure there's a few of you that are creators, I want you to put your link in the description box so that everybody can check out everybody, because that's the kind of love I like to give back. So I want everybody to check each other out.
Melanie.
You
Wow.
know, check out Boomer. Melanie, so glad to see you. Long time no see.
Acknowledge me.
So good to see you. I want everybody to check out everybody. And even if you don't have a channel, I still want you to check out everybody and just click on you just to say hi.
Link chain.
Yeah. Yeah. Ghost Dog. Yeah. Link chain. Okay. Just go by and show each other some love. I want to try and put Omar's link because he's getting ready to fly out to California and he is going to be doing he's going to be filming out there, and if you want to donate to him and because he's like I said, he's going to be filming out there.
Down,
And
down,
let me
up.
no, it's this one right here. So actually I want to go to this other one. I want to go to this one right here. That's his main channel. So I'm gonna put that one in. So, okay.
Oh, thank you, Christina.
Thank you so much, Christina.
Put hers in there. That's right. Everybody start putting your links in.
Yes, put your links in there. And I'm gonna put Omar's link in here. So if y'all don't have him, he's gonna be filming out there in California. And I guess he's gonna be doing some lives out there also. So make sure you go by and check him out. And I'm gonna pin that on the channel. So that way you can go by, check out Omar Gosh, and yeah, because he is going to be going out there. He's going to be doing some filming, and he's also going to be
Put
helping.
it in when you first asked.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but I what I meant to do, Christina, was I meant to pin it. And I thought I could pin it through you, and I couldn't. Amber's Paraworld, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged. Amber, put your link in also. I want everybody to check out Amber. She is really good too. Trust me on that. She's really good. And I want y'all to check out WTF Mike. That's a good man right there. Love that dude. I was on his live stream today. It's hard for me to get around to everybody because we're subscribed to over 3,000 people. And so I try to make my rounds the best I can. And I was lucky I caught up with WTF Mike, and I did stay on for a little bit. So go by and check out WTF Mike, man, and let him know that you was sent there by Eddie and Jen. You know, show some love.
Anyone know how much Royal House brandy costs nowadays?
Huh?
Royal House brandy. I don't know. I never
I
really
don't
got into
know.
brandy.
I really don't know.
Hi, Regina.
Hey Regina, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Amber said, I'm on rest. Tore my ankle ligament. Ooh. In the snow yesterday and can't walk. Oh, you are in our prayers. Shout out to you. You was in the snow too. Ooh.
I remember those kind of injuries.
Oh my goodness.
That had to be painful. Oh,
That's painful. I know it is. Oh man, Amber, I really feel for you, girl. I pray for you. I'm hoping that you'll be back up and filming again. I know you will. And if you have to, Amber, just do some lives every now and then until you get back on your feet. That's all you got to do. Do some lives. Let everybody come by and check you out. So put your link in there, so people can come by and show you some love. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about, though.
oh, you're making
Everybody's
hot toddy. You need some whiskey.
hot toddy. What's a hot toddy? Is that alcohol?
Yes, it's a fast, quick remedy. Old folks back in the day did. They're called hot toddies.
Oh,
It's supposed to be whiskey, lemon, honey.
I didn't know you could use brandy on a hot toddy.
I didn't know that either. But there's some people that use whiskey. Some people use brandy. Some people use a couple other things.
Yeah, but that's what I want to have this live about because I want, if we're gonna try to change the world, we need to change our mindset. And I was reading a whole bunch of negative comments from people that was talking about that a lot of these people they deserve what they got coming to them.
Hi,
Rainbow Dash, Bailey, how are you doing?
I see it. Your messenger got removed.
Acknowledge me.
Wow, Bailey, wait a minute, because you don't have your wrench.
Well,
She changed that's why I forgot. Bailey, you have another channel now, right?
I
Everybody,
tried to talk to her on messenger and it said it was removed.
if y'all don't know Bailey, Bailey is autistic, and so she does have a channel. She has 3 channels, I believe, right, Bailey? And Jason Finch is also special needs. So shout out to both of them, and let's show them some love, especially anyone that's in the special needs. Because we welcome everyone in the special needs community to this channel. We welcome everyone. She says, I have a new Facebook, Jen.
Oh, awesome.
Joyful Steph says, hey, Eddie and Jen, my death experience video is out. Audio has issues. Need to watch with earbuds. I filmed it twice. Oh, really? So you know what? Let me go to your channel because I want to see. I should be subscribed to your channel. I want to make sure that I am. Well, you know what? I wasn't, but I am now. I am going to watch that. I am going to watch it. I'm going to leave a comment. So, yeah, you got that coming. I am going to watch that.
Reverend Randy Wagner.
Hello, Reverend Randy Wagner. Thank you so much for being here. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. And like I was saying before, this channel is basically today, anyway, what I wanted to talk about was a lot of people, I've been reading a lot of negative comments on people that lost their homes into a fire. Yes, a lot of them had money and they had all this stuff, but
A lot
they
of them
lost
did, no, actually.
everything. You know, Mel Gibson was on a live stream. He was
on Joe
he was
Rogan.
yeah, he was Joe Rogan.
Yep, he was on his
He was on
podcast.
Joe Rogan's podcast and didn't know that there was a fire until it was too late, and he lost everything.
Except his chickens survived.
Yeah, his chicken survived.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. Well, at least he won't have to go buy eggs. How you doing, Rob? Michigan, the man is in the house, sir. Glad to see you here, Rob.
Acknowledge me.
So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Like I said, I want y'all to put y'all's links in. Rob, make sure you put your link in the description box and show some love. I also got Omar Gosh's link there. I want you to go by. If you haven't subscribed to Omar, please go by and subscribe because he is going to be flying out to California and he's looking donations. And what he's doing with those donations is he's going to be helping people out with them. So it's not like you're just giving your money to him. That money is being distributed.
Yeah,
So-
so is the fam too.
And the fam is doing the same thing. So go by and show them some love. And the same with James the fam. Go by, show James the fam some love, you know, and yeah, let's keep this love train going because, you know, with all the negativity that's going on in the world, you know, we need to think a little more positive, you know, because like I said before, you know, tomorrow's not promised, it's given. You know, so when you see tomorrow, if you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, then you need to do this and just say, Dear Lord, thank you for today because I know it wasn't promised, it was given. Thank him and show the Lord gratitude. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. Just say, thank you, universe. Thank you for letting me see today because I know it wasn't promised. You know, so just thank him. Thank your universe. Hold on one second. You know, Amber said, as chaotic as the destruction and actions have been, I do believe we have to use our best discernment. Yeah, I agree. And choose to love and be kind rather than install fear. We can make huge changes by this. Yes, we can. If we all can just love one another and accept them for who we are, you know, if we can do that, this world will be a much better place to live. We're not all bad people. You know, whether you black, white, Hispanic, I don't care. Asian, you know, doesn't matter. We're not all bad people. There's some good. Just like police. There's some good police officers out there, and you got some bad. You know, but this world is not going to get any better if we keep drawing into the negative. So we have to keep ourselves more positive, keep our mindset positive. And you know, if you're down because your bills need to get paid, they're going to get paid. Just think to yourself that because you got to remember, you know, if you keep stressing about your bills and this, that, and the other, then that's all your life is going to be. But you can change that narrative and just think more positive and think that my bills are gonna get paid. You leave all your worries to God. You ain't supposed to stress yourself over anything. Into the afterlife. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see.
Absolutely, Corey. That's how I look at the world. A character.
Wait a minute. I thought I thought I was subscribed to you. I am now. There we are. I thought I was subscribed to your channel.
You're probably YouTube.
I think it was YouTube that took it down because I know I was subscribed to you before. Corey said race means nothing. Character means everything. Yes, it does. You know, judge me by me, not by, you know, don't judge me by my race. You know, I mean, because
Technically,
judge me by my character. Natalie Wolf, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. And as a matter of fact, Nat,
Acknowledge me.
so yeah, just let's try to spread some more kindness toward one another, some more love, and pay it forward. Even if it's even your enemies. Don't wish no ills. No, instead, just think everything's gonna be all right. You know, Michigan Man said, God is good. He really came through for me and my family when we thought all hope was lost. Now we have seen the light, and things are definitely 100% better than a year ago. Yes, he is. God is good. God is great. He really is. Even if you don't believe in him, like I said, if you believe in your universe, then that means you believe in
Hey,
yourself. You are great. You are. I might not know you, but I'm gonna tell you something. You are wonderful.
and we just love Chief.
And Chief said the only race I got is the bathroom. Only Chief. Reverend Reverend Randy Wagner said a lot need to open the Bible and read Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 through 5. You know what? I know what that chapter is. I just so happen to have a Bible right here. I don't want to get too religious on
We don't,
anybody.
period.
So I want y'all, like he said, open up Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 through 5, because when it comes to religion and politics,
We don't.
we try not to put that in,
We don't mix
you
up
know,
because a
we
lot of
don't want
people
to
aren't.
mix. Right. But we feel that everybody should believe in whatever they want to believe, have
We
an
have
open
respect for
mind.
everyone and open-minded.
Right. And we just keep an open mind. That's all. You know, Marvin Angel said, be thankful for the struggles of your today because things could be so much worse. Yes. Yes. Be thankful for the things that you have today because they could be wiped out tomorrow. Look at California.
Mhm.
It could be wiped out, you know? So that's why you don't want to wish no ills on anybody. You don't even wish that on your worst enemy to lose everything they got, you know? And I'm just tired of seeing the negative responses that people saying, well, they got all this money, da da da. Well, let me tell you something. Let me kick this news to you. A lot of those people that got all that insurance
Don't have it anymore.
don't have it anymore.
They got canceled on them. And they're not paying for that fire.
That's right. A lot of those people that lost a lot of stuff in the fire, believe it or not, we're going to be helping them pay for it. All of us here in the US.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't believe that, then you need to watch whether it's Fox or CNN because they were talking about it.
Hey,
We are
Chief.
going to be paying for
Acknowledge me.
it. So yeah, we're going to be paying for it. We're going to
You're
be
right,
helping them
Mama.
fit the bill. We're going to help them fit the bill. Corey said, what ye sends forth comes back to thee. So never mind the law of three. Said this before, I'll say it again.
True.
Yeah, that is right. That is so true.
Most can't discuss religion and politics like adults. You got that right.
Exactly.
So we don't.
Right.
Why even?
Right. Because it's like, why even bother? You know, because not everybody's right, not everybody's wrong.
Everybody has different ways
Right.
of looking at it.
So we have to come to a compromise, you know, and that's why we just choose, you know, whatever you believe in, that's fine. We're right there for you. I don't care what you believe in. I still got love for you. I don't care. I still got love for you. You know, just I tell people all the time, just keep an open mind though, because you never know, you know, who's going through something.
Mhm.
You know, if you see someone going through something, try to help them out. You know, Rob said, I just need to say that I may not see everybody all the time or able to get into a lot of live streams or watch a lot of videos, but I just want every single person to know that I love you very much. Thank you, Rob.
We love you.
And we love you too, man. Thank you so much. Mom of Angel said that's the same with those in North Carolina insurance.
Yep.
Won't help because they weren't covered by flood. Yeah, you're right.
These insurance companies became very greedy, very selfish.
Yes, they have. And now a lot of those Californians, they're stuck with the bill. They lost everything. And unfortunately, a lot of them are not going to be able to recoup none of that, and it's sad. Even though they're making all this money, now they got to rebuild. And a lot of the stuff that they lost, a lot of the personal possessions, they'll never get back. You can't replace something sentimental, so I feel for them, you know.
Money can't bring back memories.
It sure can't.
I don't care how much money you have. Money will never bring back those memories that you had, like pictures and just those memorable things that you shared with your
Right,
family. It's never gonna bring that back.
right. And I'm looking at Corey said, put goodness in the world. It should come back 3 times as fold. Take good deeds to start the ball rolling. And you know what? You're right. And that's something I
Absolutely.
practice every day. I practice that. When I go out and I go to work and I see somebody, especially I go out, I get up at 6:30 in the morning. I go to work, I start at 7:30. And when I see someone like there's this one homeless guy that I always see standing at the gas station. I always buy him a cup of coffee and I buy him a breakfast taco every day.
Hey, Wolf and
You
Hound.
know, Wolf and Hound, how are you doing, sir?
Acknowledge me.
So, go by a Wolf and Hound. Hey, put your link in the description, bro. Put your link in. So, and I do this every day. And I don't have to do it, but I want to do it. Because if we can just help one person, because a lot of these homeless people, it's not money they want. They want something to eat. And that's what I do. I just do it out of the kindness of our heart. If I have the money, I will give it to them. That's just how I am. Christina said, and this poor mama who lost her son because something fell on him and she couldn't get it off of him and he burned. Imagine watching that.
I couldn't imagine it.
I couldn't.
Especially a mother losing a child before she went.
Yeah, because I tell you right now, I would be still trying to get it off of him. I
I
would
died
die.
right along with
I
it.
would die with him. Like if
So,
if my if I had to help my son who's sitting right here, and he weighs well over 300 something pounds, you better believe I'm gonna try my best to get him out. And if I can't, then we're going together. He's not gonna go alone. And that's not being selfish.
much love, Rob. You have a great evening. Have a good day at work.
Yeah, Rob, thank you, brother, so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate you coming in. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for leaving I was gonna say, put your link up and you got it in there. So thank you so much for coming by. Everybody, if y'all don't know, that's Michigander Man Adventures. Go by, check out Rob, man. Like and subscribe. Good man. Really. And he's got some, because this places I want to go up there in Michigan. And when we do go to Michigan, that is the first person I am going to be calling on. Because there's some places I need him to take me to that he's been to. And I want to go refilm. So yeah, huge shout out. Thank you, Wolf and Hound. There and go by, check out Wolf and Hound. That's a good father and son duo right there. I'm telling you. Good father and son duo.
Volunteer firefighter.
For 10 years. Wow.
That's
I want to take
awesome.
I want to take time and give something back to my community by trying to save lives and homes. Yes,
Takes a strong-hearted person and a
it,
good person to do that.
it sure does.
Because the stuff you all have to go through, a lot of people don't have the skin for it.
Right. And I'll tell you something, by you being a volunteer firefighter, man, that says a lot about your heart
And your character.
and your character. So yeah, that's why I posted at the top there, oh my gosh's link. He's gonna be flying to California, and not only is he gonna be filming there, he's gonna be talking to people there, and he's also giving donations. So if you want to donate to Omar Gosh, donate to him because that money he's distributing that money. He's not keeping that money for himself. He's distributing it.
We
Um,
love you too,
hey,
Rob.
we love you too, Rob. You know that, bro. We love you too. Christina said, I think she had a broken arm. She was pretty bad herself, and I think she thought that if she ran outside,
To get
she could
help.
get help, but there was just none. He was an actor on the show in Australia.
Oh, he's a 32-year-old guy that
Oh,
passed.
yeah,
That sucks. That sucks.
that is, yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. People lost so much out there, and a lot of these people are talking about, well, they can afford it. They can just rebuild.
Can't build losing a son.
Yeah, you can't build the sun
Can't
back.
get that back.
You can't get your sentimental values, your pictures and all that stuff. You can't get that back.
Can't get a life back.
Yeah, your life was there at that house. So
Mhm.
just imagine that was you.
Yeah, Reba Wolf and Hound said he suffered from PTSD because of the time he was there. And
Wow, man.
I mean, I can't imagine the stuff that they had to see and had to deal with and go through. Like,
Yeah, hey, yeah, go by and check out Wolf and Hound, man. And that's a good, but like I said, that's a good father and son duel. I try to get by there as much as I can. Like I said, we have over 3,000 people, and believe me, when I say every day, me and my wife, we make our runs and see who's live, you know, and I try to make my way to them. Times that I don't even get a notification. As a matter of fact, a lot of times I don't get a notification. Like when Christina goes live, I'm sitting right next to Jen. When she goes live. So and Jen and Christina, they're like two peas in the pod. They're like brother and sister now. Jen is constantly on Christina's channel. And that's a good thing, not a bad thing. You know. So
you're okay, Bailey.
yeah,
The
Bailey,
weekend
you're
just started,
fine.
sweetheart.
Late tonight, my legs have been hurting. Hey, that's okay. You're fine, Bailey. Don't worry. You are fine. Michigan is saying, Wolf, my brother. Hello, I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, I hope they're doing well too. I hope all you guys are, because I know what a lot of you guys are. It is cold as I don't know what. And I just could not be there.
As cold as it is
I am
here.
so glad that we left the cold, come down and it's cold now. I mean, I don't hate it. I
I
just
hate
want to
it.
get a.
I hate
I,
cold.
I love snow because I'm from the snow belt. I'm from Ohio. We lived on the snow belt. So, I it didn't bother me none. Like the cold that they have here, it's just a different kind of cold though. Like when I was in Ohio and we got cold and we got the snow and all that, I don't know, it's something about if it said like it's 30 something degrees, it felt like it was 40 something degrees. But down here, if it says it's 30 something
It
degrees,
feels like it's
it feels
10.
like it's 10 degrees.
I think it's the off the ocean
Yeah, it's
water.
just a different kind of feeling. Even like when it's hot. When it's hot up there, if it says 100 degrees, it felt like it may be 90. But down here, when it's 100 degrees,
I feel like
it feels like
120.
120 degrees. That's one of the things I just ugh. If you ever come to San Antonio, especially in the summertime, believe me, you want to make sure that you're prepared for the heat because 100 and something degrees, it hits those triple digits. I think, as a matter of fact, it starts hitting the triple digits around, I want to say May, around the middle of May. It starts hitting 100 degrees and it lasts all the way to September.
It's the humidity. It's a damp cold.
Yeah, it's just really crazy.
Yeah, because it hit like 28 degrees last night. Oh,
Mhm.
it was so cold.
Yeah.
And these houses aren't built for cold here.
No,
They're
they're not.
not.
They're
They're not
not.
built.
It's that's why I said it's just weird.
So when the heat is on, it raises electric bills high because they're not built. These houses are not built for warmth,
No, they're not.
for the coldness.
It's just really weird, you know. So I'm reading some of the chat here.
Or Mikey,
Well,
Mikey.
well, guys, I can't stay. I actually haven't been home. Oh wow. Okay. Hey, Wolf, go ahead, put your link in one more time before you leave. Thank you so much, Wolf and Hound, for coming in. I really appreciate it. And Mickey G, thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody did us a favor and hit that like button. I really do. I hope so. I really do appreciate it. And we appreciate you. And that's why I just want to just draw attention on this live because, the way people were talking about people that lost their homes in that California fire, we need to spread some more love with one another, man. Spread some more love. Let's get that hate out, that haterade out of our system. That's why I drink Powerade right now. Powerade, if you like to sponsor me, I drink you all the time. I put that haterade aside and I drink Powerade for positivity. I sure do. I
He's
can't go.
addicted.
I can't go without my Powerade. I'm
I'll drink the
addicted to it.
Pepsi.
Regina or Diane was talking. Regina said, "Wow, Regina, that's a lot. 3 times a day. You take care of yourself."
Oh, her medicine's got increased. I was reading that. I'm
Oh,
sorry to hear
you
that,
got
Regina.
increased? Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Mama Angel, thank you so much for sharing us out. And just for that, Mama Angel, I got to do this because she shared us out, and it's the least I can do for her. I really appreciate it. He thinks that's so funny every time I do that. Diane wants to know, Shelly, are you in Florida? Are you in Florida? I think the weather, temperature-wise, is about the same as us in Florida. If I'm not mistaken, let me, you know what? I'll find out right now. What is the weather like right now? Let me pick a city. I'm gonna pick Clearwater, Florida. And I want to see what the temperature is.
James, the fam?
Hey, fam, hey, what's up? Hey, everybody, y'all got to give it up for James and fam. There. Oh, because you know what?
Can we trade? Because,
Yeah, you want to trade
I'm
because
so tired of this cold.
yeah, all right, because we have 59. We're 59 degrees here.
We can
Hey,
trade you.
everybody, if y'all, I'm gonna put James's channel in the chat now. If there's somebody here that's been sleeping under a rock and don't know who James and fam is, you're gonna find out today because I'm gonna put his link in and we're gonna I want you to go by and check him out, show him some love. And as you notice, James, what I did was I put Omar's link in because I know he's going to California and he's going to be filming, but he's also going to be taking donations. So I wanted people to go by and check him out, and especially if they haven't subscribed to Omar, and go by and show some love to Omar Gosh, especially if when he gets out there, and he's gonna be need some help with the donations. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you're doing the super chats. So when you go live, you're donating it.
So there's James the fam right there. You guys, if y'all don't have James the fam, go by, check him out, like and subscribe, and tell him Eddie and Jen sent you. He would love to have you. And we loved having him. So if y'all haven't checked out that video, make sure you go by and check that video out. The fam said I would have went with Omar if I wasn't down here with my sister. Hey, but you know what, James?
You're there for a good cause.
You was there. Remember what we talked about? You said something told you to stay longer, with your sister. See, this is what I was talking about before, that sometimes God gives us messages and we don't really understand them yet. And then
He said he's actually out with his niece right now.
and sometimes God gives us these messages and we don't really decipher them till later. And so when you stayed with your sister, and then when you finally did leave, the message that God was telling you was stay here because your sister's going to the hospital, which drew you back. See, blood is thicker than water
Sometimes.
at times, right?
Sometimes, not
So,
always.
you know, your sister needed you, even though your sister's saying no, her heart is saying yes, because she's going through a lot. Lou Rock, oh my boy, Lou Rock is in the house. What's up, Lou Rock? Wrong one. Let me get this one for Lou Rock, because I was, you know what, Lou? I think I'm gonna have to get your phone number again too. By the way, uh, because I was gonna try to call you. I want to ask you something.
Acknowledge me.
You have been acknowledged. As a matter of fact, this one also goes to James the Fam.
Acknowledge me.
You have both been acknowledged. Uh, hey Lou, what's up with you, man? As a matter of fact, hey Lou, can you come up? James, I was gonna ask if you can come up too, because I was gonna send y'all a link.
He's with his movie.
Oh, you're with your niece. I'm sorry. So you won't be able to come up. But Lou, can you come up by any chance? Because I'm gonna send you a link, and I'm gonna send it on Twitter. And
What are
if you
doing?
can, I really hope you could, bro. Hold on 1 second. Right here. There.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Mike's.
Huh?
I was looking at Mike's.
And then, and just in case James decide if he can, I sent him a link also on Twitter. So if you can. Oh, my bad. I gotta get out of your way.
You said I can quick. I'm let's go to bed. He's about to go to bed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be real quick. Okay. So yeah, if y'all can. If not, I mean, I just wanted to come. I wanted you to come by, and I want you to put your link in too. If you can't, it's cool. I put James's link in. I can put your link in too. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that, Lou Rock. I'm gonna put your link in the chat. So if y'all don't know who Lou Rock is, I'm gonna put his link in. So y'all can go by, check out Lou Rock, my boy, like and subscribe and tell Lou Eddie and Jen sent you. Oh, you know what? I just realized they unsubscribed me to your channel, man. No wonder I haven't been getting no wow. They did the same thing to James with me and James too. They had unsubscribed me off of James. I had to resubscribe. So here's Lou Rock. I'm sorry, I type like an old man. So I take forever sometimes just to type even the word hi. So that's Lou Rock's channel. So if y'all go by, check out Lou Rock and show some love to him also. Um, good dude, both of them, especially and James and fam, like I said, man. Um, I really feel that God is not ready for your sister yet. He's not. But keep that faith. And another thing though, stay close with your family. Stay close. Because I know you got a lot on your plate, bro. But blood is thicker than water. And that's one of the reasons why you couldn't go with Omar right now, because blood is thicker than water. So it might have been a good thing. Hey, can you send me the link on Facebook? Yeah. Oh, okay. So let me go to Facebook, because I guess they did the same thing as you. They unsubscribed. That's crazy how YouTube be doing this. They so scandalous. Let me see. I'm gonna send it on Messenger. So give me a couple minutes there, chat, please. There it is. Okay, I got right here. There you go. I sent it to your I sent it to your messenger. And I wanted to send Christina one too, but I've lost her. Did I lose her messenger? Oh my goodness. It's like it's like they unsubscribe. Why is YouTube doing this? It's like they unsubscribe me to a lot of people. I had to resubscribe to James the Fam. I had to resubscribe to Oh My Gosh. I had to resubscribe just now to Lou Rock. Oh my goodness. Okay, but I sent it to your messenger. Um, I'm sorry. I'm gonna read some of the. I can quick. It's just I because hey, but Lou, if you can't, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. It is all good, especially if you got to work. Believe me, I know the feeling because I'm in the same boat. Um, so yeah, if you can't, don't worry about it. Um, Mama Angel said, don't pass up on an opportunity to spend time with family and friends. They won't always be there. That's right, they won't. Y'all gotta remember tomorrow's not promised, and if you see it, it was given. That's why you always say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for letting me see today. Thank you for letting me see tomorrow because I know it wasn't promised to me. Thank you so much. Be grateful, show gratitude to the Lord that He gave you that day because it could be taken. Don't, take advantage of it, if you can, take advantage of it, and just show thanks. That's all you got to do. And it works for me. And like I said, I do it every day. I even pray for everybody here. I do. Every morning I pray and I thank the Lord for everyone that had came to the live stream. I even thank James. When James came, I said, thank you, Lord, for sending James in my direction. Hopefully, Lord, that I can help give him further direction on what to do in his journey because James is on a journey in his life. He doesn't know that yet. But that's why I always say God send people together and He sent us for a reason. And it's all part of a journey. And we're all messengers in some way, shape, or form. Now, some people don't believe in God, and that's fine. Like I said, believe in your universe because you're the co-creator of it. That's your universe. And if you believe in yourself, then anything's possible. You know, um, just reading some of the chat here. Joyful Steph says, yeah, I had to resub to the fam a few minutes ago. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people had to resub because I don't know why YouTube does that. So, yeah, thank you so much for resubscribing to James the Fam. I really do appreciate it. And I know he appreciates it. So, thank you so much for doing that, because that's what we're about. Passing that love forward because it's going to come back on you twice as fold. And every time I've said that, I've told people that, and when they've done something, it happened. It came back on them twice as full. And they would come back and they say, man, thank you so much, Eddie. Man, I really appreciate that. What you said was true. It's not me. That's God's will. Oh, go ahead. You can stuff your face on the camera. It's all God's will. You know, Jason Finch said, I'm starting to feel better right now just because of love prayers. I think this miracle is awesome, amazing, fantastic, and appreciated. And so are you, Jason Finch. You are amazing, appreciated, and thankful. And we are thankful that you came by tonight because it was meant for you to happen. See, things are sometimes meant for a reason. And sometimes we don't know what those reasons are until later on down the road.
If you can't find her messenger, Jen asked me.
Okay, can you what I send it to you and you send it
You should have her messenger.
I tried to. I tried wait a minute. Uh-oh, I just heard a ooh. So let me see what that. Yep, she's eating popcorn.
Sorry, I'm stuffing my face.
Oh,
I got hungry.
wait a minute.
I'm a fatty. Can't help it.
Try it again. Yep, I sent it again, Lou Rock, just now.
Okay.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, she got you.
Okay. And tell her I
Okay,
just
here I am. Oh,
okay, wait a minute. My bad. Okay.
oh.
And is Boomer still here?
Where did Boomer go?
Boomer, did you drop out? I mean, not out of high school or anything like that, but did you drop out of the chat?
Sorry, I can't show.
I'm
I'm
eating
fat pig.
popcorn. She's eating popcorn shrimp. I wish I had that. I'll have that over this popcorn any day. I love shrimp.
I'm
I'm
allergic
married
to
to one, and she cannot eat shrimp. And she can't eat shrimp.
I'm
Go
allergic to
figure.
shrimp.
She'd be eating herself. Popcorn's good. Not judging, just jealous. Hey, get you some popcorn. Y'all can have a little popcorn party going on.
Start throwing popcorn at my husband.
Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Mama B just said, I'm eating a fudge bar. You know what? Jen made me some fudge. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go get one of them right now.
Uh-oh, I think I started a trend, didn't I? I'm sorry. Well, I guess I started the food trend. Uh, he's special. I'm sorry. There you go. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm a fatty. I'm hungry. I get hungry a lot. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That's awesome. So are you, Jason. You all are. Regina wants to come up. You can come
Hmm?
up, Regina.
Okay, let me find.
I had to give
Oh, she's on Twitter.
uh-huh.
So let me go off of there.
Oh, literally. Right there. Regina.
Okay.
Go to all the way over.
Hmm?
Oh. There you go.
Okay.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, loves.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. We are doing great. I just want
Good.
to make this one a little different because, I've been on YouTube all day. Not YouTube, well, yeah, some of YouTube too. But I've been reading a lot of comments that people was making about people that lost their homes in California, and it's a sad in my heart how cold some people can be. You know, they're not even thinking right. Because what if it was their home?
Right.
And I'm like, wow, why? How can people
And I
feel?
don't know why they think only rich people live in LA. I'm in New York. I'm poor as shit. I'm still in New York.
Right.
If my house got on fire, I would have nothing. I'd be homeless. That would be it.
Right. And so that's why normally I would have we would have had our spirit box session today and all that. But my heart was just really bitter because of the negativity that's going around. And then, the people that lost their lives on Bourbon Street, in New Orleans, 14 people were killed, man, when that truck ran them over.
That was terrible too. And I saw an actual woman who she was filming her friends and her taking selfies, and the next thing they knew, they got hit. She's okay. Their friend was really bad, but they said he's gonna make it. But like, yeah, it was like seconds. They didn't realize what was going on.
Hey, Cody, how you doing, son?
Hi, Shelly.
So
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want this live to be bitter or
Hey,
anything, but I just
Tara.
wanted it to be a little more lifted, so that we can just lift everybody up. Because everybody, this goes to show that everybody goes through something, you
Yeah.
know. Everybody's going through something. Like James the family, with his sister. And like I told him before, that God has a message, because he couldn't understand why he had stayed so long, but that was the reason. The
That.
reason he stayed so long is because he wanted him to stay there.
Oh
You
yeah, he had to be there.
Right. And so that was the message. But then he didn't get it until after he left. So that's why I told him blood is thicker than water.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Right.
Sometimes, yeah.
Right.
Sometimes.
But even
My poor Jen, you're allergic to shellfish too?
It's funny because I'm not allergic to crab. I'm not allergic to lobster,
or herself.
but I'm very allergic to shrimp.
Oh, that's surprising because usually you're allergic to all bottom dwellers, what they call them. So
I'll call
anything that's in the sand, I cannot eat. So I only can eat like fillets or like shark, but highly allergic. It started with lobster when I was 12.
What? I was gonna say, would you consider yourself a bottom dweller?
Oh,
You a little shrimp.
hey, Mary.
I'm gonna kill him.
Hey,
Hi, Jen and Eddie and Christina.
Hi.
Regina.
Hey, Mary, how you doing? Lunar Eclipse, aka Mary, is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah, that picture.
And Diane says, "Hi, Regina."
Jen, did you resend Lou the link? Because I think he got his own channel link too.
Yeah,
Hi, Mary.
Hold on.
Because you sent us Lou's channel.
wait a minute. Let me see.
Go to Facebook.
Mhm.
Go to message right there to Lou. Okay, now hit paste because it should pop up.
It's right there. I sent it right there.
You put that's Lou's.
Oh, that's his channel. My bad.
No,
Ooh.
look.
Yes, that's what you did to me too.
Oh, my bad.
That's why I said I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did that time. Well, Jen did that time. Dang. What is wrong with me?
That's okay.
That's okay. I clicked it. I'm like, why am I on Lou's page? Like I did something wrong.
James, Lou Rock, I'm so sorry, man. Jen corrected it. I'm sorry.
He's slow today.
I'm
It's okay.
I'm so slow. I am. I'm really sorry. Kelly, Kelly says, "Hey, Mary and Diane." And
Rainbow Dash. I is that Bailey?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Bailey,
me.
you sent me a message on Messenger, and as soon as I clicked on it, we should have became friends. Because I answered you. So I think as soon as I messaged you back, then we're connected. So I believe we are connected.
Lou, I am really sorry, man, for real. I don't know what I'm so getting old,
He's
man.
got the slow day. It's called the slow disease.
I am so sorry.
Listen, man, you're doing a lot better than I'm doing, so.
You sound tired as heck, man.
Hi,
I was
Lou.
just about to go to bed.
Oh, was you really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm really sorry. I just
Don't be sorry. I was stopping in for the live stream real quick.
you know what's funny is See, I wanted to ask you something, and now I can't remember what the heck it was. Tina, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
Everybody, if y'all don't know Lou Rock, I want y'all to go by and check out his channel. Um, Good man right here, really is, especially his mom. I love Mama Rock. Go by and check out Lou. And if you have subscribed to him, make sure you still subscribe because it have me unsubscribe. And I wondered why notifications. Now I know why.
That
It
happens
did the
to
same with
me.
me and James.
That happens to
Thank
me
you.
all the time on a whole bunch of channels, like all my favorite channels, it seems.
You're like, thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Especially when you read like a bunch of audiobooks and stuff, and then they unsubscribe you from like an audiobook and you're like 3/4 of the way through it. It's kind of like
Uh-huh.
messed up.
Yeah, and then you try to go back on it. Now you have to start all over again. I'm like, are you serious? I had to do that. Made me mad.
I was reading what Kelly was saying. I think Kelly is talking to Bailey, because she said that's how that works. Still have to friend them. Your
Oh, you do? Oh,
that's,
okay. I
yeah.
thought
Oh, okay.
once
Maybe she told me.
you answer them back, you're automatically friends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
They
and then,
changed that because it used to be if you messaged someone back, then you were connected.
and Diane said, Lou, turn up your volume. And Regina, you got
Why do
two
you have two?
pages going. So we're gonna be looking at one side of Regina, the left side and the right side. They're gonna be saying something totally different. Wouldn't that be considered two-faced? But I'm just me. Just saying.
How is Mama Rock anyway?
Yeah, how is Mama Rock doing?
Oh,
Oh, your volume's gone.
My Zoom kicked me out.
Oh, it's because you didn't pay him?
No?
I'm playing Regina. I'm playing. It would be me paying him. Tina says she can't hear. Yeah,
Can
lose
you
working
hear me
on it right
now?
now. Okay,
yeah,
now
no,
we
we
hear
hear
you.
you.
Now you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I had a question for you.
Okay.
All right, so since all of these things have been being seen in the sky, like all these lights, these orbs, I've actually, my son caught some in the sky. I have like a short on my channel
Mm-hmm.
where you can see these lights that are like in a row, right? But
Uh-huh.
it looks like you can see this band of lights and you can see a light next to it, and it
Mhm.
looks like something spinning on its side. It's so weird. It looks like a top spinning on its side. So people are seeing these things in the sky all over the United States.
Mhm.
So what I was figuring is spirit box sessions are probably the best thing to do right now if you're going to try to communicate with these beings,
You're
saying
right.
if there is beings. um and another thing is, if I go back to messages that I was getting for the last couple years, they were messages like look up, um a lot of messages that really just make sense to what's happening. um in October, in the news, people were talking about a second moon. They were talking about an object that came into near Earth orbit, and they were calling it a second moon, but it was only 33 feet long, so that don't even qualify as like a moon. And another thing is it wasn't captured by Earth's orbit. So for them to call it a moon was just strange. But it being in the news just kind of piqued my interest. Now lately there's like, I think it was like Dateline or something. There was a story where like they're like the government's worried about a mothership approaching the Earth. Have you
Right.
seen that?
Yes, I have seen that.
That's insane. Like, for one, radio signals, uh, uh, let's say we're talking to multi-dimensional creatures,
Mm-hmm.
creatures that deal with fourth, fifth, sixth dimensions. Who knows what they deal with if they're able to travel at higher speeds than we can.
Right. See, now you brought something up because
So,
Christina, we talked about that. When we do spirit box sessions, who are we really talking to?
you have no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it changed my whole aspect now. When I do spirit box sessions, as a matter of fact, I did one last night and I sat outside.
Yep.
And it was crazy because I was getting responses that I would normally have not gotten outside.
Yep.
And I was getting these crazy responses. And I told Jen, I said, Jen, we're not near no cemetery. We're in a neighborhood, we're in the hood, okay? And I'm getting all these mixed signals.
I've had some very weird stuff that sounded I have a spirit box session where I suspected I was talking to aliens. I was in Vermont and they like confirmed it. They were
Mhm.
like, you got to see this live stream. I put the live stream in the actual video that I made because it was amazing. It was like, I said, can you bring me to space with you in your spaceship? And it paused for a second and then it just said clear as day, yes.
Wow.
Actually, can I share the screen?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you share it?
Here,
Yeah.
I'll share. It's
And
actually,
I actually spoke to someone who was in a coma on the spirit box.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
this is only about, I think it's like 30 seconds. So it's not long at all. It's a short, actually. But this was me and James, and we were up in Vermont, and everything about this night seemed strange. Not strange, like we were dealing with ghosts, like we were dealing with something else. How do I
Mhm.
share here? Let me see. All right,
Um,
sharing is not turned on, so you have to turn it
it's
on, I
not.
think.
So wait a minute. I think yeah. Let me turn it on. Let me go. Okay, now try it.
Right, so pressed. I sent you a request.
Yep.
There we go. Share. Yes. And then which one do I want to share? Oh, this one. All right. So here we go. Hopefully you guys can let me know if you can hear it. This is the one that was just weird. It's very clear.
I have no volume so far.
No volume. All right. So I'm going to
Okay.
have to stop the share and redo it because I'm going to have to, oh, share sound. All right. Here we go.
Hey Tiggs, how you doing?
All right. So I got it. I think I'm
Okay.
going to have
I'll
to
come with
restart
you.
it. How do you restart it? Shit. All right. This one's really cool, actually. So here we go. It should start.
Can you take me away in your spaceship?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Please? I've always wanted to go to space. Can you bring me? I'll come with you. Yes.
Yeah.
So what planet are we gonna go to? Whoa, something is touching my leg. In space. Can you take me away in your spaceship?
So it starts saying stuff like locate them, and when I asked it if it would take me in its spaceship, it's just like, yes. Like the communication that night was outstanding. And the weird part about that night, we went there to film, and I was excited about filming at this place. I had all my stuff set up. I'm walking around, and then all of a sudden, boom, lights out. I don't remember anything. I wake up to Chelsea shaking my foot. I'm fully dressed. Now, I've watched the video since. I was wearing a different jacket the night before, the night that I was walking around recording. When I was woken up in the morning, I was wearing a completely different winter jacket, like totally dressed up different. I woke up on the couch with the door wide open. I don't sleep without a television or a computer because I'm afraid of the dark. So I
That's
highly
Jen.
doubt, yeah, I highly doubt I'm going to fall asleep in a strange place. But not only that, I woke up close to the door in the living room with the door wide open. It was the strangest thing in the world. It was 15 degrees below zero. There's no way you're going to forget to leave the door closed. I don't care. I don't care if you're totally drunk off your ass, if you're totally inebriated, what the situation was, which I wasn't on anything. I'm just saying there's no possible way for this to happen. So I wake up and I'm disheveled, and I'm even looking. I'm like, wait a minute, my jacket's on? Like, what the hell? If you watch that video, all of the reactions there are just all real. I'm walking around and I'm like, I'm just out of it, lost. I don't know what the hell happened that night.
Could
We
you put
were
that video link in?
um
Or Christina, can you do you know the video that Lou's talking about? If we
I
can put that link in?
it's kind of hard to find. I got it. It's right here. I got it.
Because I want everybody to check that out because you did this in 2019, right?
I believe, yeah, this one was
Because think about it. You did this in 2019.
oh, you know what? You're actually right. It was the very last full moon of 2019, and that's how I remember that because
Exactly.
the full moon had a ice ring around it, and
Right.
I will never forget that ever. All
Right.
right, here
That's why
is
I said it was 2019.
there's the link to the video, and the other weird thing that happens is when I wake up in the morning, I start looking at the paintings, and there's a painting on the wall, and I start looking at it, and down in the corner, it looks like a painting of me with my hat backwards, wearing a hoodie, my nose, my big ass nose, everything. It literally looks just like me. That's in the video. Like, you can't even say that that's like not a thing. Imagine going to do an investigation. You wake up in the morning the next day not knowing what happens, and your face is like in paintings on the wall. Fucking strange.
That's crazy, man.
It was
Carl,
odd.
thank you for being
You
here.
you want to hear something even more weird about that place?
Yes.
Me and James were gonna go back, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we started talking about going back, and James did some research about that place, and he ended up finding out that it was called like Area 67 instead of Area 57 or
Right.
whatever. It was like another number. It was like Area something, right?
Right. Other than 51.
Yeah, it was other than 51. It was a different number. And I'm
Mm.
like, you got to be bullshitting me. There's no way that place is Areas whatever. And he's like, no, look it up, look. And he shows me. And I'm like, dude, that's weird. All of the paintings, all the everything, it's really strange what was going on there. So he's like, you know what? I think we could still rent this place. Let me look it up. So he goes to look it up to rent it. And he calls me back. He's like, yo, there's something very strange going on. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I went to go rent it. And the ad now says come and camp. It's a 14-room mansion, right? And they're
Mhm.
like, come and camp in our 14-room mansion because they removed all of the furniture and all of the paintings at that point. So they literally removed everything and then they were still trying to rent it on Airbnb. So
Right.
then I'm talking to James about this on the phone and I'm like, yo, man, if this is really what you're saying it is, they could be shutting this down as we're talking. We tried to rent it without the furniture. He calls, literally instantaneously, the ad for the place shuts down and you can't rent it. This is 100% true. You can go and look it up. I could share the place with you. They're not renting it no more. It's the weirdest, craziest freaking place ever.
That's crazy in itself. AJ Paranormal, thank you so much for being here. See, that's why I wanted you to share that video link because I want people to go by and check that video out. I remember that. I remember watching that. It was in 2019. It was
Yep.
when the moon had that strange glow around it, and I remembered it.
Yeah.
And that's why I want people to go by and check that out because remember, this was 2019, and look at now all this that's going on.
All the stuff that's going on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that all it ties in to all this.
Well, another thing is after I ask if it'll come get me, right?
Right.
It says there's rules in space, and then all of a sudden it says locate them. And then like it's trying to locate us, like
Mhm.
who it's talking to. I'm telling you that night, my theory is something got me. I don't I don't know what it was, government, something. It was weird. Like the house, the bathroom, there was
Mhm.
no curtains for the bathroom like shower. So if you took a shower, you're like sitting in a big old window
Right.
for the neighbors to see. It was odd. It was I don't know.
That's crazy, man. That really is. And I'm just so glad you shared that with us because that's just
There's
with something
um
I said time ago.
Kelly Lavoie says, I think there's a full moon tonight. Actually, it is tomorrow night on the 13th. The
Yeah, that's
full,
what I thought. Yeah, tomorrow
yeah,
night.
the 13th, the full moon starts. I know because I will be planting all my seeds tomorrow.
Oh, you got that many women.
Yeah, I wish. That's what I'm doing. I
Hey,
ain't having no more kids, man. I'm sorry. That part of my life is done.
hey, that makes two of us, man. Believe me.
Now I can have like foster children, adopted children. I could even do the big brother thing, all that stuff. But I just ain't doing the have no babies again.
My daughter said the exact same thing. My daughter said she is never having kids. I'd rather foster.
Yo,
Be kids
yo.
in foster centers that needs a family.
There's
So
plenty of kids that need a father figure,
yes. So
family.
that's the direction my daughter and her husband is going in. They're going in fostering
If they want
That's
kids.
if they
cool.
want kids.
Right
Yeah.
now, they just don't. No.
Right at the moment, because he's military. So at the moment, they don't want to have no kids right now until after he's done.
Well,
Yep.
he's retired.
That's a
Yeah,
rough
well,
life, man.
it
That's a
is.
rough life.
It really is. So and I told
My
her I'm
hat
not in a rush to be a grandfather anyway, not in this world.
I
my
want one.
hat is off to all the veterans and veterans' wives
Yeah.
because you guys you guys do a lot for us.
We
a
try,
lot for
believe
us.
me.
You do a lot for us people, and not talking about myself, but there's a lot of us that are not grateful for what you guys sacrifice. So
Hey,
thank you.
Look what Tiggs
no,
put.
it's all good, man. I mean, as long as Uncle Sam know, I didn't go there because I ain't have nothing to do. I went there because I wanted to make a difference,
Yep.
and I hope that, I did, and I want my legacy to be for my kids, to help everyone, no matter who they are, what they are, where they come from. You know,
I'll tell you what, I tried to sign up right after 9/11, and I was a boxer when I was younger, so I sustained an injury in boxing. I broke my sternum and had to have a chest surgery.
mm-hmm,
So when I went to sign up, they wouldn't take me anywhere. Um, I tried to sneak in. I tried to pass my chest surgery off as a cosmetic surgery.
mm-hmm.
They didn't fall for that one. Um, I was trying to get in and couldn't get in. And reason being is my great grandfather was on the USS Hornet. He was in the Navy. He was his ship was sunk in Midway, and he was also in the Doolittle raid after Pearl Harbor. And my family, a lot of them are military, including my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm pretty much the only one that's not military. So, and all my life, that was my only dream, was to join the military. So maybe
I believe it.
that
Your
was
dad
just
was military, wasn't he?
what's
Because
that?
your dad was military, wasn't he? Because he lives in Seguin,
Um, I'm not sure what he's done for himself, honestly.
right? Because I know from what I've heard that your father lived in Seguin,
He does, yes.
and this is a military city.
Well, actually, my mother would know. And when my mother met my father, that's how she met him because she was in the military. She
Right.
was she was there in the military, and
Mhm.
that's how I was made. I was
And Tiggs said that she has a daughter. Well, see, it's the 13th now where she is. And so it's her daughter's birthday. So happy birthday to your daughter,
happy birthday.
Tiggs, in New Zealand. And Irish Risky is in the house. How you doing, Irish Risky? And Carol XO said, I would have loved to be in the Marines like my dad,
Yep.
but had a bad car accident and couldn't join.
And that it's like something was stolen from you. At least that's the way I feel
Yeah,
for
you're right.
myself.
Yeah, because you know you didn't get that chance. When you
Yeah.
had the chance, it just didn't happen. But you know what? Sometimes things like this happen for a reason. It was probably meant for you not to go.
I would have been a one fighting motherfucker, man. I always been a hell
I
of a
know you would have been.
yeah.
But see, that's another thing of God's messages. That if there's things that sometimes you want to do something, all of a sudden you kind of get turned to the left,
Yep.
and you can only
It
wonder
it
what
just
you.
wasn't in the cards for me. You're right.
You're right.
It
It
just
wasn't.
wasn't.
It
Yep.
wasn't. And the same with you, Carol. It just wasn't in the cards for you at that moment in time.
Yep.
So you got to sometimes look at it at another way, not because hey, I wanted to, but there's a reason for everything.
I
Hey,
respect.
I might still get the chance to start fighting, man, because the way the world's going lately,
Crafting.
we might have to start fighting right here in our own streets.
Yeah, You're
So
you're right.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
let this out there. Just I'm not trying to you know
Mm-hmm.
bring violence to your channel or anything, but
No, no, but you're
when when people start trying to take over my neighborhood,
right. Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you that me and my friends, we are fully armed and ready, and we're gonna have fun taking you out. So
I hear you. I
come
mean,
on. Come on
I
with
got
that shit that they did. What did they do? What was it, Colorado, where the immigrants came in and took over the whole shit. That's probably the wrong place, but they
Yep.
came
No,
in.
no. You're right. It was Colorado. Where were
Yeah.
they from? They were because we were reading about it.
Come try that shit in Massachusetts.
Venezuelans.
I'm gonna say to the Venezuelans, come
Mhm.
try that shit in Come try that shit in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Right. And let me put this out there. Now, all you Venezuelans are bad people. I'm talking to those ones that think that they're gonna
Oh,
do
I'm talking to
something.
the exact ones who wanted to take over
Right.
that city and thought they was the shit. Come right to Springfield.
Right.
We'll teach you a lesson.
We got 2 shotguns sitting in our closet. You
I
know,
know there's some savage motherfuckers, man, because they're being let out of prisons and shit. You know, like there's some real crazy people coming out of those
Oh,
places.
they tried here.
I'm protecting my.
Thing
tried
is,
here.
this is America.
That's right.
This is America. We gonna protect America.
Well, the problem is they tried it here in Texas, and Texas is an open carry.
Oh my gosh, they tried it in Texas.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and this is an open carry
On the
That
state.
side.
shit, I don't even know about this, but I'm gonna say it probably was squashed within like 24
I haven't heard
hours.
anything from
Yep.
it ever since.
It was
It sure
24
was.
hours.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking with Texas, man.
No, because it's
Texas
open
is
carry.
its own entity.
That's right. It sure is. We walk around with our stuff on.
That's open
You
carry.
know, it's open carry down here. The police don't even ask you if you got a record or not. They're not allowed.
The thing about Massachusetts, right? Massachusetts has two different people in every family, a crook and a cop. So you come to this area and you're just not it's not gonna work out good for you. I'm telling you.
I feel you on that.
But
Carol says she got her stockpile.
also my city was considered the most dangerous city in all of America last year. Springfield,
Springfield,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yep, sure was.
Uh,
You're right.
so.
Because
And it's
ours,
not that bad though. It really isn't.
right, our city is it's not
I
really
mean, we do have. Oh, you know what's crazy? Oh wait, I'm speaking too quickly because this shit is actually happening here in Springfield. It's happening down in the South End, but it's just starting to happen.
hmm
And we have some people coming in. They're literally shooting up the neighborhood. But the South End of Springfield has been the people have been there for 40, 50 years, the families, and they're large, large families.
hmm
You might come and you might hurt somebody and get somebody angry and get the whole town angry, and then it's over. It's done.
Carol said I was open carry, and so was Nebraska. Mama of an Angel said, and Mary said on lunar eclipse, I can tell you that I'm getting ready. I had not before, but I believe, are gonna need everything it takes to protect us. I'm with you all. Will protect my family at any cost. Yes, I will
Yep.
protect my wife and kids. I'll die for my
I
family.
totally, I hear you, Corey. Yeah,
Another
that's where I'm
thing,
from.
and I don't want to get all like
Mm-hmm.
political and stuff on your channel, but
You're right.
prisons in the United States, they need to be changed.
Yes,
Like
they do.
prisons need to be changed. There's no reason that we should treat human beings that way. Human beings should not be locked up like animals, starved because they're fed stuff that's disgusting at best and
Mm,
then given barely enough to eat. And then they're charged to be there because if you're there, you're going to be charged if you want to have something to eat. That's not the slop that they give you. It's cruel and unusual punishment. Some people are there for things as simple as not paying a ticket. Like some people are in jail for some very simple things, and then they
yes.
go there and they end up losing their life or end up catching a new charge, ending up in jail for a much longer time.
Mhm.
These jail systems are disgusting and nobody does nothing. Like nobody cares until it's them that's in trouble.
Right.
Like it's just all fun and games until it's you that's arrested, or your brother, your mother, your uncle, something like that.
Yep.
And then another thing is our system is a system that is, it is definitely not innocent until proven guilty. You
Right.
are guilty until you can prove your innocence. And number one way and this might sound strange, the comparison I'm going to give right now, but I'm going to just say it. Puff Daddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Puff Daddy's being charged with all of these crazy things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Puff Daddy's been in trouble for much, right? Maybe he's been in trouble a couple times, but
Right. He's been reprimanded, I want to
he's
say.
no he's no he's no habitual offender, you know?
Right. But what he did,
What he
ugh,
did would be atrocious if he's guilty. But see, that's the
right,
thing, is you have to prove him guilty
right,
according to what we're supposed to be doing, but we're
right,
not.
right,
What it is Puff Daddy is now guilty in the court of public opinion
right.
automatically.
But not by the judge yet.
Oh, he's already guilty.
Right.
Well,
Because
you
everybody's
better
guilty.
believe he's already wrapped up and guilty.
Right.
The thing is, if he's not guilty, why can't he be out of jail to fight his case?
Oh,
Because
because
he's a
he's a
risk.
high risk.
He's a
Because
flight risk.
That's bullshit. That is a threat that the United States or every court system uses against every single person that they're trying to try in a case. Now, here's the thing. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to take you, we're going to lock you up. We're going to put you over here, right? And
Mm-hmm.
now we're going to put you there. And if we think we don't want you to come out, we ain't going to let you out. So maybe if you pay enough money, we might let you out. Or if we think you're good enough, we might let you out. That's not how this system is supposed to be done. That's not the American system. That's not the American way. That's not what people fight for. This is totally changing. They're taking things from us daily. They're telling people in Massachusetts they can't smoke Newport cigarettes after 50 years of selling them. They're taking away rights in a daily fashion. Like, we worry about this country becoming China or Russia or communist this or that, but it already has become worse. It's
Yeah.
it's it's horrible. And the jail systems are the worst part. I see young kids every day that are ruined. My brother, my brother was he had really bad ADHD, really bad. And he always got in trouble and he needed help, but he never got help. And he ended up going to jail, and the jail led to more jail and more jail and more jail until the end of his life. And finally, he got out of jail the last time. He didn't even really get out of jail. He lasted 30 days, and then he tried some drugs after 10 years in jail, and it killed him because it had fentanyl in it. So he didn't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, you have my condolences, man, on the loss of your brother. I would wish that
Eh,
on.
Hey, I'm over it now. I'm just, I feel bad for him that he had to live a life like that.
But
Like,
you know what?
to never have help, to never have anybody that would care, and not only that, to be locked up like an animal and treated like an animal. And then when you get out of jail and you act like an animal, people are surprised at the way that you act.
But I think though, by him, what he was doing in his life, I think that was his way of calling for help without asking. You know what I'm saying?
Our society has a is fucked up in that when it comes to mental health,
And they right, because they don't like a
they don't do
autistic
enough.
person, they don't it takes some time to process. And the same thing with our society. It
Yep.
takes them a minute to process this, to say this person needs
Or
help.
they need to do
That's
more.
another thing. I've seen people with autism be charged with horrendous crimes.
Yeah.
And then people don't know what the hell's going on with them and they're lost in the middle of the system. I've seen people, so many people with mental disabilities be lost in the system. That's just what needs to be changed, is there needs to be humanity. I'm not saying take away all punishment, Don't take away all jail. Don't take away all law. Just fix it.
Right.
Just
And
fix it.
the
Make it
system,
humane.
the system's been broke though for so long. You know,
That's no excuse, man.
it's not
We're
an
human beings. We're supposed to be evolving.
right,
Our technology is evolving at a breakneck speed.
right, because but instead we're revolving.
Yeah, well, our compassion should expand at the same rate, I think.
Mm-hmm. You know, um, Carol just said, on a brighter note, she made cookies.
I love cookies.
I want
Cookies are
That
great.
sounds good, Carol. What kind of cookies?
You could
Well-
ship them my way.
I have a funny story about cookies that happened to me today. My friend gave me a package of seeds, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was all like, "Man, I'm so excited because I got these seeds, right? It was this package right here." And and I'm like, "Oh man, it's cool." So then I opened it up and pulled it out, and it was actually there was no seeds in there. There was a package that had one single seed, and the seed is it's a cookie. It's called cookie.
Uh-huh.
So that's my cookie story.
Tiggs,
Ooh, chocolate chip.
Tiggs in New Zealand says sorry, Lou. Um, Mary said, I agree. They need prison reform. They need to help these people. Another thing, stop treating the drug issue with another drug like methadone. Actually, you know what? As far as the prison system is concerned, because the prison system has been broken for so long, okay? When you have people that's in there just for selling weed, okay? Why are they doing 10, 15 years for selling weed?
I've
They
seen
should be
life
out selling,
sentences for weed.
right. They should be out selling houses. And I'm just using it as a metaphor because in other words, at least that's the only thing they're selling. You
I
know?
know people now in my city that get paid minimum wage to sell weed.
Yeah, see?
Literally every kid in the neighborhood is working at all the dispensaries, and they get minimum wage, and then they get like some free weed every month.
I believe it because I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes the best salesman is those ones that's out there selling it.
Oh, I,
But
I,
I'm just saying, now we're paying like people to do it as a normality, and
Mhm.
other people got locked up and treated like dogs for the same thing.
Yeah, for the exact same thing.
it makes no sense how the world works. Instead of
and-
working to make
and-
things better, they make the things worse.
Here's another thing about that though. When they do come out of prison, okay, the good jobs they're not going to be able to get
Mhm.
because now they got a felony.
Yep.
And then you wonder why they keep going back to prison because
Yep.
there's nothing good for them no more. They can't work at McDonald's all their life to support their family.
Yep. And you
You
wonder
know,
why they're running up on you with a gun,
right,
trying to rob you.
right, because we institutionalize them
Yep.
by doing the things that we're doing now. This is why our system is so screwed up. They're not going to get that good job because we took that away.
And I know so many good kids, like in the last 10 years that I seen die, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I gave jobs to, and I couldn't give them full time like jobs with benefits, shit like that. But I gave them little jobs, and they busted their fucking ass, made made good money doing what they did. And if somebody gave them a real shot, they'd be alive still.
Yeah.
She said, Carol said, run for presidency.
No, I can't. They already had one black man in the office, and you see what he did.
He don't count, man. I'm sorry. I'm not letting that count for black people. I'm sorry.
Like how Lou was talking about mental health. I have a depression and anxiety, and Warsaw Community Mental Health said that my depression was really bad when I went right to my doctor and I told her what was going on back in 2000, and I've been on medication for it for 25 years now. And the Warsaw Community Mental Health said it was really bad, which it's not. But at least I got the help when I needed the help.
That's good.
Yeah, but
That's
see,
good.
the way the society is, like for instance, my niece she got depressed really bad. She went to the emergency room, because they tell you to go get help if you're depressed. She went to the emergency room to get help for depression, and they took her kids because she went to get help.
That
Yeah.
sounds familiar, actually. That happened to an uncle of mine.
And you look at the society and you're like, really? She went there to get help so she can, take care of her kids and be great at what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And you took her kids, like that's like
They kidnapped my uncle's kids and shipped them off to Vermont. They're still there. And I think they turn 18 in like 2 years, but they've had them for 8, 9 years. They kidnapped his kids.
the
Same,
thing.
same thing. He went for help and they took his daughters.
And they shouldn't do that because this is what I say about this is what I be talking about all the time with the society. When it comes to our government, when it comes to like children's services and all them, they're not there, okay? They're screwed up because they take away children from good homes and they keep the kids that need to be taken in their home. You know what I'm saying? Like
They got it twisted, in other words. They take them out of the good homes. They rather have you take the bad kids. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something else on that. We as a society, me especially, if my kids were normal, okay, if my kid's gonna do something wrong, I'm gonna spank that ass. It's just that simple. Capital punishment. Okay. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Now that we cannot spank our kids no more, okay, look at how they're rebelling against us now. Because if you spank them, they're calling children's services. Now it's abuse. Some people do get overboard with it, yes, and it is abuse.
well, there's a difference. There's a line.
But I'm trying to correct them so that they don't make the same mistake in life. So it's not like I'm gonna do it habitually and every day, come home, I'm spank that butt regardless. Only when they do wrong, but I'm gonna let them know at the same time what they did wrong so that they don't make that same mistake twice. The reason why it was taken out was because a lot of parents abused it. Okay? That's why now society is a little bit different. You can't do that no more.
I'll tell you what, I was a bad kid, man. I was the worst kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a woman. Her name is Alma. She's still around. She's a very large woman, probably well over 400 pounds. And one time I was mouthing off to my mother, and my mother just had surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and Alma heard it, and and Alma started coming straight at me, and I was pleading with her, and I was like, Alma, I don't want no problems with you. And that lady slapped the dog shit out of me, man. she slapped she slapped me so hard that my lips and whole face was swollen at the end. It was all like I was messed up, man. It was in front of all my friends in all the neighborhood.
That's embarrassing.
Yo, she got me, man.
Like the holy crap.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, you know what? I love that woman. I love that woman. And that
Sometimes
woman,
it's needed.
if I see that woman today, I roll up and I give her a hug. You know why? Because that woman was looking out for me.
she sure was.
She was trying to, at least, in
Right.
her way.
Right.
And
But
she taught me a lot of stuff in life as well.
exactly.
Sometimes kids need it and
that-
they
that-
don't have that
I've
stability.
needed a couple of those slaps, and You know what? The other slap I got in my lifetime came from her husband. So it's kind of funny.
Sometimes we need it,
Yep.
because it's to teach us something. But when it becomes, habitual, that's a problem. Yes, and I agree, that parent shouldn't even have kids, you
Yep.
know. But if you're doing it to correct your child, and as they grow up, they progress
And they learn.
and they learn from that. That's why a lot of people always say you're gonna grow up to be just like your mother or like your father, and you grow up to be just like them. Except those that are in a broken home where their father had left them. I don't want nobody telling me I'm gonna be like my dad because he walked out on my mom. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
gonna be
not
like
like
him.
my father because I'm my children's life.
Right.
Like,
I'm not gonna be like that. And that's when you got to prove not to him, but to yourself that you're gonna be better than him.
yep.
That's the best test to have.
That's
Right.
the biggest thing always that's always been for me was to be a good father. I
Right.
sacrificed everything
Right.
to make sure that my children grew up in a stable home. I wasn't with their mother, but I lived with their mother for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
12 years. It was rough. It was rough times for me,
I
but
bet it,
we got it done. We got her done.
I bet it was, man. I mean, it
Hey,
was good for us, you
and you
know.
know what's crazy? Now we get along great. Like me and her get along fine as co-parents
Hmm.
and not like as a couple. Like we do great the way we are now.
Right.
She actually even um she'll ask me every time she needs a car, she comes
Mhm.
to pick me up because I've always helped her pick out the best cars.
Right.
So we
Well,
still
sometimes, it's better that way. You know what I'm saying?
it
Like
is. Oh
some
yeah.
people were just never meant
That
to
wasn't
be.
meant.
Well,
They're to be more friends than they
for
were.
us to from the beginning, for us to argue doesn't do nothing for our children. For
No,
us to fight and drag each other through court or to
Hmm.
physically fight or to just argue, none of it would have made any good things happen for my children. So we did what we had to do. And
I think you did a great job, personally.
well, I'm not done yet, but
Right.
I think so. We got one of them graduated. So
Right. And and,
we
and that's just the beginning.
hey, well, listen, I got him graduated. He got himself a job.
Hmm.
hey, it's a
My
blessing.
job's done now. Now it's time for him to go out and make himself a man in the world and then come back and buy his father a motorcycle.
Right. The thing that impressed us when our daughter graduated from high school was she acknowledged us. She was like, "I want to thank my mom and my dad."
Yep.
And when she looked at me and she goes, "And even though he's my stepdad, he's still my dad, and
Yep.
I love him." You
That
know,
don't mean nothing, man.
and it doesn't. That's why I said you turned out to be a great father,
I
man.
tell people all the time, anybody can be a dad, but it
But it
takes a
takes a real
real man
man to
to
be
be
a
a
father.
father.
Christina turned out to be a great mom.
And
Any woman that has to bring up their kids on their own is a great mom and dad
That's hard. That's hard.
because it's hard.
That's
I did it.
Yeah,
hardcore.
Jen
Therefore,
had to do it
my
when me
mom
and
did
Jen
it.
first met. Jen already had two kids, Cody and Destiny.
Mhm.
Hey,
Cody and
Eddie,
Mason.
I'm gonna burn out of here, man. I'm about to fall asleep while I'm
Yeah, hey,
sleeping.
you going
Night,
ahead.
Lou.
Thank you so much, Lou, for coming in, man. I really do appreciate you, bro. And you're welcome here anytime.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was just about to go to sleep and I'm
Oh,
about to fall over.
yeah, hey, going ahead, man. Hey, everybody, let's give it up for Lou Vok, man. And I thank you so much, man, for the bottom of my heart for you
Have a
coming.
good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night, Lou.
How do I get the hell out of here? Oh, there we go. Much love, everybody. You guys
All
rock.
right, love. I love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
All
Later,
right.
Jen. Later, Christina. Everybody, have a good
Take
one.
care, Lou.
Hey, go tomorrow, have a cold one. Hey, Christina, you turned out to be a great mom. I'll tell you that right now because you had to play both roles, mom and dad. And that's not a lot. I mean, not a lot of even men could do that, you know.
No, and like people don't understand sometimes because they don't do it. So it
Hmm.
was like, and it became second nature to me. So and I didn't realize too because my son's father tried to help,
Right.
but like sometimes it takes a third party to tell you, do you see what's going on? Like, because you're just so used to it. I was telling someone the other day, sometimes you get so used to being treated like dirt that you just it's just second nature that you let people treat you like dirt.
Hmm.
So I had my son who that's his son, and my daughter, and she was 6 and 6.5 maybe, and my son was a few months old. He was in the carrier.
Hmm.
And they were at the babysitters, and I went to pick him up from the babysitters right before I got out of work because I was working full time. I got out of work, I went to the supermarket, I went to the sitters to pick him up. It starts pouring, okay? So I called his father and I'm like, could you do me the favor? Because I have the both kids, and I only live 2 blocks from the babysitter.
Right.
On your way home, can you just swing and pick us up? So, because I have groceries. Sure. So I told you it was pouring rain. I have the baby, the kid, and the 2 kids in the grocery. He parks across the street, doesn't get out of the car, and I have to. Okay, so first I go, okay, stay here. I told my daughter, stay here with the groceries for a second. I'm gonna run the baby, put him in. I run the baby, I put him in. I run her, I put her in the car. Then I come with the groceries. He never got out of the car once to help me with any of this. Okay.
Hmm.
And I didn't think about it because I'm so used to doing things myself and, taking care of my kids myself, right?
Hmm.
It took her to say to me, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, I wouldn't even bother with him. Like, how disrespectful. You have his kid. He can't get out of the car to help you with the groceries. For that, you could have walked home and just all been wet. By the time you did everything, you were soaked anyway. And I was
Wow.
like, that's a true story. So you have to give yourselves the pat on the back that you deserve, and don't let people treat you like crap. And if somebody, pay more attention. Basically, I had to start paying more attention to what was going on and stop just like, oh, okay, whatever, because I was being treated wrong, and I got so used to being treated like that when Danny and I started dating, I couldn't, like he's like, I'm not them. And I just couldn't, even
Separate
though
the
I was like aware, I couldn't, you know, like I was like, no, like, he's like, I'm not them, like it's hard. It's
I,
hard
it was
because
like
it's like programmed, now
right.
you're screwed.
Right, because of what you've been through, it was already programmed in your mind that this basically that's how it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause when I met Eddie, I was going through a lot. I was my daughter's dad was abusive. He would beat on me, so I left him. So I was in abusive relationships, you know what I'm saying, physically and mentally, and cheated on, all that normal stuff. So when I got with him, I couldn't separate, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was horrible, when I got with him. So he would always have to keep telling me, I'm not them.
And I think that what helped Jen the most though was the fact the way I dressed back in the day. You got to understand, I'm a musician, okay? And so I had the long hair and the ponytail, and I had the Prince look,
He
the
looked gay.
long trench coat. So Jen thought I was swayed the other way. And so that made her comfortable with me, you know. But I assured Jen as we further down the road, that number one, I'm 100% male, just none of that other, shout out LGBTQ community. I love you, but God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And then I'm always look at it that way. But I have a lot of good gay friends, you know, but I just don't sway that way. And I had to show her that I didn't sway that way. But we didn't do anything as far as act sexual or anything until after we got married.
Well, no, actually, that's a lie because I was pregnant.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That, as a matter of fact, that's what made us get married because I did not want her having a baby without being married. And I proposed to her on Christmas Day of 1997. We got married June 6th, 1998. And
Yeah,
been
the year my daughter was born.
really she got
1998. Yeah, she was born July 24th, 1998.
she got my eyes. No, I'm playing Christine. No,
You want her, you could have her.
but no, but we got married June 6th, 1998, and we've been together now 27 years, right?
Mhm.
27 years. You know, Desi was not even a year old yet.
She was 12 months.
She was 12
So
months
she's
old.
a year, 12
No,
months.
yeah. But the point I'm making with Des is the fact that when she graduated out of high school, she acknowledged me as her dad, you know, and that made me feel so good because her real dad treated her like garbage.
He was bad.
She don't even acknowledge him, and it's sad. And
I tried,
we tried to
okay?
get them to connect.
As a woman, as a mother, you try. We try to make, her, be part. Make him and her be part.
Oh yeah.
do that.
No, I knew my daughter's my son still sees his father. It's fine. They have a relationship. It's cool. He's older now. I don't have to worry so much. I mean, he's 19, right?
Right.
From when my daughter was little, I knew her father was a lunatic. So I was like, no, I was like, I don't know. He left. I never heard from him again. Like he wasn't ready to be a father. All the things I told her, just like, I don't, until finally she was like old enough, right? She was 18. She looked at her birth certificate. She's like, I'm going to look him up on social media now, right? Because social media was big. And man, oh man, exactly what I said to her. He's a crazy lunatic. Like he couldn't talk to her without his wife telling him what to say. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I'm like, he's crazy. He was always crazy. She's like, well, by the way, because he had asked me to marry him and he didn't want me to have an abortion. I was young. I was 21 when I got pregnant with her. And because he was so Catholic, but he left when she was 6 months old. I never heard from him again. But he had asked me to marry him, and I said, no, I'm too young and I'm not doing that. Well, my daughter has a half brother who is 6 months younger than her. So basically, when he was asking me to marry him, he was with this other one who she was dumb enough to marry him. So I really dodged the bullet on that one. I was so glad about that. I was like, oh, see, but
Yeah.
they don't believe you until they see it themselves. Because my daughter more like, I don't know what she thought, but he wasn't having a relationship with her all these years. He didn't send her a dime, couldn't care less. Why do you think now, because you're going to contact him, that he's going to talk to you? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But
Right.
she had to see it for herself,
Yeah, I was reading Doll's Dolly. She said her dad played both roles for her growing up. So Doll's Dolly, shout out to your dad, man.
Shout
Uh,
out to him. Yeah.
yeah, that's something you really don't really hear of, single dads. So shout out to all the single dads out there. Mom of an Angel said, congratulations on 27 years. Thank you so much. Been together for 27 years. Best of our lives was the very first year. I was opening the car door for Jen and everything. As soon as year two came, hey, you gonna open the car door for me? What's wrong with your hands? No, no, I treat Jen just like it was yesterday, every day. And again, the reason why I do that like that is because we don't know when our time is going to come. I told people before why I make YouTube videos. The reason why I make YouTube videos, even though it's something that we like to do, when we do spirit box sessions, but the main reason why I do it is because my boys, so that if I did leave tomorrow, all they have to do is turn the YouTube on. And it's like, Dad is still here because it takes them a minute to process that Dad's no longer here, because of them being, special needs. Floria, how you doing? So glad to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Florna, it's good to see you.
Really good to see you. Thank you so much for being here, Florna.
Acknowledge me.
Congratulations, Eddie and Jen.
Oh, thank you. Best 26 years of our life.
Me and my husband will be 32
32 years. Good for
32
you.
years.
this October.
Wow. Hey,
October the 13th.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Hey, Florna, by any chance, do you have Facebook? And if so, would you like to come up here? And somebody's speaker is like,
Oh, she's on her phone, Regina. So
okay, okay. Now we know who that corporate is.
I know, I'm
it
sorry.
happens when she's on Boomeros all the time too.
I'm
So that's how I
sorry.
know.
I want to get Florna up here because she's always in a chat, but I hardly ever see her get invited to come on a panel. So I would love to extend my hand to you, Florna, and have you come on up and be, part of the panel. Would you like to? If you do, I'll send you a link. If you're following, I think you're following me on Twitter, which is X.
Truck said he hates being sick.
You hate being sick? I hate being sick too, man. I don't think there's a person in here that takes 1 minute of joy of being sick. Hey, you guys, I'm sick today. Best day of my life.
Yeah, we only liked it when we were kids if we got to stay home from school. I think that was the only time you ever liked being sick. Oh man, I don't have to go to school. But my mother was relentless. She was like, I don't care unless you have over 101 fever or
Your guts up, you're going.
yeah, but like basically there was only two things. I don't want to say the other thing because it's nasty, but unless you're running to the bathroom every 5 seconds, you have that problem.
Yeah.
So either you have the bathroom problem or you have a high fever. Otherwise, I don't care. You're coughing, your throat hurts, you're going to school. You have an earache, I don't care.
I hear you. And Florna said, not tonight. Hey, Florna, it's all good. But I just want to extend some love to you. A lot of people don't know who you are, and we have nothing but love for you.
She says she's on panels Saturday, Sunday
She's-
morning, and
Oh,
then
really?
Wednesday
I
and
didn't know
Thursday
that.
morning.
So, whose panels are you on? You could tell us. We might even want to stop by and say hi to them. Show some love to them, to their channel. Dolls Dolly said, I'm so glad my autistic son does understand death. It just tears him apart when you mention his Uncle Paul, he loses it. All because he passed away the night before his birthday. Yeah, I know. I know. And I know it's got to be hard on
On you, especially.
Yeah, especially on you.
He was a good guy.
And that's
We're gonna
why,
miss him too.
yeah, and that's why the videos are still up with Paul in the video. So it's still up. They're never gonna come down. You know, anytime I put a video up, I don't take them down.
Hey, Boomer.
Oh, finally. So, that's why we just, I don't know, I guess sentimental for some people. There's a couple videos that I did, a roadside memorial where the family goes by all the time to visit that video because I had talked to one of their loved ones, and the fact that their loved one that came through was, I guess, the added bonus for me. And I told them that video will always be there. And then I sent them a copy of that video. So I told them if you ever, lose YouTube or something like that, at least you have a personal copy, and so they appreciated that, so
Boomer.
how you doing, Boomer?
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't see that till just now. I was over at another stream on D Live singing with some people, and
Oh, it's karaoke?
I just checked my Twitter and saw the link, and I was like, wow, I wonder if they're still up. Yeah.
Paranormal Poet. I'm gonna have to look them up. See that Florida? See, now that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go by and we're gonna look up Paranormal Poet.
Paranormal poet.
I don't want to go on
That's
that.
what I ought to call myself. I'm a poet.
And
I do
didn't
paranormal. Yeah.
You're a poet.
Weren't we toying with the idea of paranormal artist
Yeah.
at one time?
Yep, we sure were.
That paranormal creator.
Yeah, what we
Well,
was
that
gonna
could be misleading though, because that would suggest that I create paranormal. The paranormal creator. I don't create it. I find it.
And explore it.
It looks like he's got some good stuff on here, so I'm gonna subscribe to him, and I will tell him that
Or her.
or her that Florna sent me. How's that sound, Florna?
Lorna. Lorna's in here?
Yes.
Oh, I ain't seen her in a minute. How you doing, Florna from Florida?
His name is Nick. He would appreciate it so much if you could
Oh,
all go and
no.
follow him. He is easygoing and also allows people to drop their links.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do, Florna? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drop his link in there, and that way
People can go check him out and
people
subscribe
can
to
go
him.
by and check him out.
And then we could see what Florna looks like in person.
I already
You've
know
never
what she
seen
looks like in person.
Lorna? She's been on my channel before.
Oh,
Back in the day, I think
who
she was on
hasn't been on Boomer's channel? But I don't think I remember seeing her in person.
Well, I ain't seen her in person, but I've seen her on a panel.
There's
Well, that's what I
paranormal
meant.
poet.
You know,
There's Paranormal Poet right there. Go by, subscribe to his channel, and at least watch a video of it, even if it's like 10 minutes, so he can get the algorithms, and so that way also YouTube doesn't take you off. Because if you don't watch, they'll let you go. AJ Paranormal, let's see what your channel looks like. See, I'm always checking out new channels because
They can't be all that new. They already have a wrench.
well, I gave him a wrench because I seen that he was AJ Paranormal. See, so here's his channel right here. I'm looking at it.
Why is my mic doing this?
Oh, we got to get you up there, bro. He's not even near 100 subscribers yet. So you know what? I'm gonna also check out your channel.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hey, Christina.
that's what. Yes, Richard.
Okay.
There's a water tower in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Yeah.
Guess what year it got built?
1971.
Nope. 1890.
I was close.
Not even Boomer.
And it's still standing
About
to
70
this
years
day.
away.
There's AJ Paranormal's channel. Let's get him to his first 100 videos.
100 subscribers, you mean?
Or 100 subscribers,
Videos.
my bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put no videos.
I'm not making
for him,
videos
but
for
I'll
this guy,
subscribe.
okay?
I meant
Go peek.
get him to his first 100 subscribers.
You're expecting way too much of your fam, okay?
Well, go by, check him out, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna watch his videos completely, And I'm gonna also leave a comment, and I'm gonna do the same thing with Paranormal Poet and leave a comment.
Like, damn, you want us to send money to California and you want us to do other people's videos too? Come on.
Yeah, show the love.
I'm
That's
only
how.
one person.
Yeah, no. Of course, I got Omar's link up there because he's going to be flying to California and he's going to be asking for donations and he's going to be distributing those donations to people that need them out there for those fires. And I believe that is what he's going to do. So I'm trying to help push him out there. And this is ahead of time. And Omar doesn't know that I'm doing this.
Have you had him on a panel yet?
Not yet, but he just doesn't know yet. But he'll panel.
I have indirectly.
Oh, really?
Indirectly being they were with another panel while I was there, but
I'm hoping
I had James on my panel though.
that was
When you
cool.
went to visit Mama Rock and Lou Rock.
AJ said, Eddie, I got solo paranormal at Park soon. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna check it out.
Oh,
And I'm gonna get you out there. Because that's what we do. We're all about love, because if you pay it forward, it comes back on you twice as fold. I believed it, and it's always worked for me. So
I don't know how true that is though, Mary, because I've been subscribed to Eddie and Jen for years, and I haven't even watched one of their videos.
But you watch their live streams.
Shush.
Well, actually,
you always gotta ruin my
one of my videos. You watched the one where the horse walked up to me.
Shh. Shh. Why you gotta ruin my fun? Why you gotta ruin my fun? That was what, like 5 years ago?
5 years ago?
Something like that.
Yep, and that video's still up.
Yeah. That was the coolest thing, man. It was like this horse just out of nowhere walks up to him, starts nuzzling with him. Like, yeah, he finally found a girlfriend.
Yeah, I think he finally found Mr. Ed finally.
Mr. Ed.
Maybe he thought I was Mr. Ed, even though my name is Ed, But yeah, so what's good with you, Boomer?
Terrifying poltergeist encounter. Wow. I did like I said earlier, I did
Did you find any good video?
like 12 hour 12. Can I answer my own fucking question, Miss New Yorker here? Wow. I guess I'm not paying her enough. Anyway. I did like a 12-hour video last night with the security cams, showing them periodically, and then for the last 3.5, 4 hours while I went and laid down and slept for a little bit.
I did watch some of that last
night. Let them run for a while.
I did watch some of that last night.
Yeah. Did you see the parts where Christina was up in there pointing out every fucking speck of dust that showed up on the camera?
Listen, it was
Like,
only
hey,
two
there's one there.
that I sent
Look,
you.
there's one that fell off the ceiling. There it is. Yeah. Well, no, I'm still going through all the. I went down and got the SD cards out of the other two cameras and downloaded them today onto the laptop. So I'm still going through all that footage and stuff to see if there's been anything captured in the last month or so on any of the other cameras. But so far nothing major, just like a couple of light anomalies here and there. One we just get, two of them. It was two. They happened at the same time, and I discovered they were cobwebs that got blown around by my fan.
Mhm.
Everybody was so impressed with those ones too, because and I'm like, guess what, guys? It's cobwebs.
But last night we had Boomer clean his ceiling so that we had a better chance of not seeing cobwebs.
Well, ain't too bad, Boomer.
So he did go with his Swifter all around the room.
Yeah, I was on my way to bed, dolls, when I saw that I had a message on my Twitter and figured I'd come here for a little bit. Were you over at I was gonna say Lady D. It wasn't Lady D's. Sam's. Were you at Sam's live stream just a little bit ago?
That's Sammy Sam?
Yeah. Dal says I thought you were going to bed because that's what I said. I was got off Sam's panel because I was gonna go lay down, and after I jumped off there, I noticed because I had my Twitter tab still open.
Uh-huh.
I saw that little red dot and I was like, okay. So I checked it out and I saw that you sent me a link an hour ago. So I'm like, you know what? I wonder if they're still up. Should at least hang out for a few minutes.
Yep.
But
Kelly
yeah, I
said
got blood
his
work
biker
to do
shorts.
tomorrow. So
Kelly said you in your biker shorts.
if you don't get sleep soon, Boomer, you'll have some parallel. Oh, wait, you're talking about sleep last night? Yeah, I went to bed last night. This morning, really. I ended up going to bed about 2:30, 3 o'clock, fell asleep around 4:30, got up at 7:30, and got me some coffee and started reviewing footage.
Wow.
Hey, Rainbow.
Oh
What do you
yeah, and then
got
we had a
for-
cooking show. That's true.
other
Boomer
than
cooked
that?
made a dessert for us. He cleaned the ceiling. We had
Yeah,
lots of
I had
excitement
to.
yesterday.
I wet Swiffered my bedroom ceiling to get rid of most of the cobwebs that were hanging around, so people weren't getting confused
Right.
of what's what when they see it on the cameras. But we did get one that was pretty decent, and uh, I can't explain it. It wasn't a bug, it wasn't a cobweb, it wasn't a speck of dust because somehow it just showed up out of nowhere and it was very, very bright in the center, like in the nucleus of it, and then the brightness dimmed as you know around the outer edge and stuff, and it just showed up like that, and then suddenly uh shot off camera. And I was like, I ain't never seen anything. I ain't never seen a bug act like that. I've never seen a dust do that. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that one.
We're
But
gonna go by and check that
Yeah,
out.
I saw that one at 2:30 in the morning, half asleep. I don't know how I saw it because that bugger moved
yeah.
so damn fast.
Did you
Yeah,
time?
that was from the other night. That's right. Yeah, that one was from
The 31st.
the 31st. Yeah.
I was gonna ask if it was time stamped or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. The live stream is the one from the 31st.
Okay.
I have all the original footage in a file and stuff, but it's hard. It it's hard to
I put
catch
it,
if you're not looking for it.
if you're not looking
Like,
for it. And
I
I
mean,
put in,
it
if you
was
watch
quick as
it back
shit.
with the live chat, I put in the timestamps in that chat. So if you watch back the live chat, if the live chat is there, when you watch back the live chat, you'll see where I said, look between these times and tell me what you see. And then
Okay.
you'll be able to see it too, because it's there.
Okay. And then AJ Pernell said, North by Northwest are local ghost hunters. They're cool. I did video for them. Okay, I'll try to look them up too. Mary said, well, my son got a souk yesterday.
Shot.
Oh, it's a shot? That's not how you
It's
spell
supposed to be shot. Got a shot
okay.
yesterday.
I was gonna say that's not how you spell shot. Yesterday he was in the kitchen and there was a cooler sitting beside this cabinet. Well, the what is that? A full of juice. Whoa, wait a minute. It's it went
There
out.
was a full bottle of juice.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
pretty much what she's saying.
Anyway, he is over
Oh,
by
wait,
the
look in the
sink.
middle.
I speak fluent Mary, so if you
Yeah.
need somebody
I
to
could tell you the story. Basically, he was by the sink. The bottle was on the cooler. All of a sudden, the bottle flew off the cooler at him.
Oh,
and that's when you stop mouthing off.
Yeah.
that's crazy. Oh, Dreamwalking Angels in the house. How you doing, Nelisha?
Hey, Nalisha.
Acknowledge
So-
me.
Hey sis.
Mary and I were thinking because he was saying some shit about her under his breath, probably like always, like God knows. And the spirit guides got mad at him and just freaking flung the bottle at him.
Probably.
Dolly said, "Wait, Boomer wasn't on the panel
No, that
earlier?
was Lou Rock.
No, that was Lou Rock that was on here." Oh, everybody got quiet after that.
Now we were all reading the chat. Like, who else are we missing?
Diane G said, mouthing off. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you feeling,
How you
Alicia?
doing, Nelisha? You doing all right? I'm hoping you're having a good night. I know it's cold where you're at. We were so poor once. My mom was smoking a cigarette and somebody stepped on it, and my mom came out and said, "Hey, who turned off the heat?" You're all weak.
Here all week.
Hey, listen, when I was in my trailer and I couldn't afford the oil, I would just on the stove, because the propane, I had a propane stove, which was cheaper than the oil. So I had the propane stove, and you only need a little. And I would put the flame on and put a big ass pot of water to boil. That damn near heated the whole house. You didn't need to pay that oil.
I was gonna say, if you ever need any more oil, just ask Did if you can get some of his. Dreamwalking Angel said, "I had something flying at me when my granddaughter was living here. I've had zero activity since she left, and I cleansed the place. It feels so much better." Hey, I think it doesn't hurt to say, "Hey, don't come by for a while."
Right. What you need to do is cleanse that area out back by the shed. I don't know how you can do it outside, but there's some wicked ass fucking energy out back there. I picked up on that just from looking at a picture. I'm like,
Mary?
I don't know what went down in that area in the 1700s, but it wasn't good.
She
And
said,
Boomer
"I
and I
got."
got the same feeling. Like,
She said they got 4.5 inches of snow, but it melted now.
well, that's good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is starting to melt away now too, from what we
Oh, it
got
was
the other day.
gorgeous day. I took a walk. I was so happy.
Bailey said it's snowing on and off in Carolina.
Jeez.
Dreamwalker said, she said, "Boy, we're going to do it together." What y'all doing together? Two's company, three's and that
Cleanse
old
that,
Yeah,
cleanse that friggin' shed area.
put on a.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, two's company, three's an adult movies. Just remember. So what are y'all doing together?
But yeah, she was telling Christine and I about this uh weird crap she discovered out back by the edge of her property. And so she took some pictures and stuff and sent it to me. And I was looking at them, and my attention was drawn right to a specific spot out back where there's a shed out there. And I was like, something went down here that just ain't right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Well, and it was funny because
so-
when I saw it first on Twitter and I told her, "What's that red thing behind those bushes over there on that side?" And she said, "Oh, it's another house." I said, "No, I don't like that whole path." And as soon as Boomer looked at the picture, he was was drawn to the same spot, and and it was funny, and we all used the same word, ominous, like when we talked about the shed area.
There's
We
something
all used
very
the same
ominous
word, and it
about
was
that
like so
area.
weird, and it was like, okay, everybody had that same feeling from that picture.
Can y'all share the picture or no?
Oh yeah, I did download it, didn't I? Hang
I was
on.
gonna say, if it's okay with Alicia.
I think I can.
And Dreamwalker Lane, you wouldn't
Oh
mind,
yeah,
would
yeah. She doesn't have a problem with it.
And
I just have to remember where I put it.
he said, "Not that. He's my brother. I heard that song before. He ain't heavy. He's my brother." Some bad things went down here in the 1700s. The trees are haunted.
Really?
There's blood in the ground. And Michael Jackson said there was blood on the dance floor. Just saying.
He said, absolutely. Go ahead and share.
All right.
Can't
Mama
remember
Angel
where I
said, "Mary."
saved it to though.
Mama
Right,
Angel
maybe it's
said,
in
"Mary,
downloads.
wow, we got barely a dusting."
I don't want no dusting. I don't want snow.
That's a good song now I think about it. I think who's that group that did that? The Hollies. I think it was. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. I love singing old school, 70s and 80s.
Yes, you totally can get a link.
Yeah, you want a link? I'll give you a link. As a matter of fact, hold on. I got just what?
Stop.
What? Okay.
Just go to her
Should I go to Twitter?
Messenger. Where
Oh, Messenger.
do you have her on Messenger?
I believe I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Go here. There. And let's see here.
Let's all don't get quiet all at once.
I find it now, damn it.
I thought I had her on Messenger. Maybe I don't.
Who?
Delisha, I guess I know I got her
Oh,
on Twitter.
I can get her a link on Twitter if you want.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
would you?
Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
Oh yeah. I was gonna go in the fridge and get her a link. A Jack link. It's not even a Jack link. I think it's a what was a sausage anyway? Jimmy Dean, that's what it was. I got just the link for you. Take home a package of Jimmy Dean fries.
Eddie, no links.
All right,
Jump
there
out.
you go. Here you go, Alicia. It's in your Twitter.
I don't think anybody even remember that commercial. Jimmy Dean Pride used to have a commercial and that's always been their commercial. Take home a package of Jimmy Dean Pride. Old school.
Hold on, wait a minute. Tap my child.
Yeah, I like that hot links. Oh, she likes that hot links, huh?
Sorry, guys. You will hear a little bit of my air fryer because, man, I didn't eat dinner and I was like, I'm starving.
And that's okay, as long as you got enough for all of us.
Hey, I got cauliflower patties. You want some?
I'll take some.
I like cauliflower.
I love cauliflower.
I don't eat no meat, so.
That makes two of us. No, I eat meat. Just not the other kind of meat. But and Bailey said, "Eddie and Jen, I want to meet y'all." Hey, you know what, Bailey? I want to meet us too. No, I would love to meet you, Bailey. I really would. Kelly says she likes Johnsonville Brats. Is another one. Yes. Bug.
Oh, I love the Johnsonville brats. I like the ones with the cheese in them too.
Hey, Melisha.
Hey, Christina. Oh, hey, Eddie. Hey, Jen, when she comes back.
Yeah, she'll be back.
I
We
cannot.
always, we always talk about food.
Well, I came in just in time. I'm all about feeding folks. I'm that Southern woman. You don't leave hungry, and you got to take some with you.
You are so right. Florida said, "I eat meat, but I love vegetables too. Whatever is healthy and tastes good." I agree.
Honey, I'm that before picture in that diet ad. I don't care. I got curves and rolls for days. I don't care. Some people love it, some people don't. And I don't people, so I don't care.
Right. Same here.
I'm like, it took a whole lot of groceries to get me this beautiful. I'm not mad at y'all.
I need some
Y'all don't be mad at me. Hey, Christina, I am not about the healthy food, but I love the taste of it. But I like the taste of everything, apparently.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Hi,
you know,
hon.
uh,
Hi, Regina. Hey, Boomer.
I
Hi,
laugh
cheers.
because I do the cooking videos, my channel. And this
Yes.
lady's like, you made a vegetarian sandwich, but you put cheese on it. I'm like, yeah, I'm a vegetarian. I'm not vegan. Like vegans, if you're looking for recipes without cheese and dairy, you have to go look at vegan recipes. This is vegetarian.
Yeah, some
And
people
I
don't
think
know
people
the
don't
difference.
understand. Vegetarians don't eat anything that you have to kill the animal for. So like chicken
Right.
fat and all this stuff. We don't eat that because you have to kill the animal. But
Right.
eggs and milk, you don't have to kill anything to get the eggs and milk and yogurt. So we do eat that.
I eat fat, don't kill me. Jokes. I understood completely. I'm just being ridiculous. I'm
Yeah, but I
sorry
was
to
like,
interrupt you.
people not know the difference between us? I guess not.
A lot of people don't because a lot of people aren't vegetarians and they don't research as much as vegetarians and vegans do. So, unless you're into that, you're probably not going to research and be educated on it. So, did any
Michigan man is here.
is he? Hi. Haven't heard
Yep.
I haven't heard about that dude in 3 or 4 years. Hello.
Rob.
He said, "Hold up. I just got back in here and I'm hearing Eddie talking about meat and sausage links. Something you ain't telling me, Eddie."
Well, Michigan man, he just did. He said it without saying.
I sure did. I said it without saying. I was talking about that old commercial for Tennessee Pride.
I remember it on TV very well.
Take home a package of Tennessee Pride.
Hmm.
I called it Jimmy Dean Pride, and it's Tennessee Pride. That was some good sausage. I don't know if they still make it, but that I used to love that sausage, and it was cheap.
They do, but I find it exclusive in certain areas of the town right next to the where they sell alcohol and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I do a whole lot of DoorDash pickups too. So I know about those certain places. When I walk in, people get scared, and I don't. I'm just my jolly self, and they're thinking I'm probably half the R word. I'm not. I'm not afraid of anybody, because I say there can't be two serial killers in one store.
All right, I found it. You want me to share it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I made a comment about there being blood in the ground and there's strange fruit ghosts hanging from the trees in the area where I live.
Ooh,
I feel them and I see them, and it hurts my bones. It hurts the marrow of my bones.
I want to see this picture. Oh, Popeye, now you gotta go to the bathroom, damn dog.
All right. Well, there it is. This is the area I was talking about.
Zoom in, Boomer.
I was drawn to
Yes, sir.
off the bat here.
That's a beautiful backyard, though.
You want to come mow?
Yeah, I'll come over. Me and Shimp and Larry.
Yeah. That's so sad. But Bob.
So yeah, when I
Every
first saw this
time I see that picture and that spot, man, do I get a headache.
when I first saw this, like I just when I first opened it up in Twitter where she sent it to me, as soon as I opened it up, like I started getting these images, these visions of like back in the late 17, early 1800s, where all this land was like overgrown and there was more woodlands and stuff like that. And I saw in my mind some kind of crazy ritual going on in this area.
Boomer, this used to be plantation land. And this used to be plantation land. And there was probably slaves' quarters out here. And at night, they were able to practice their religion secretly to protect themselves.
Oh, so if I was to come out there, not to sound funny or anything, but maybe I would be a trigger object.
No, you would be a welcoming object because I look like one of the victimizers. I would look like the plantation owner's wife.
But that's what I meant. I would be, but you know how a trigger object, like if you had something that belonged to a person that had passed away,
yes,
it would draw that person. So
I'm tracking with you now.
Oh,
yeah,
I know. So by me being African American,
yes,
descent.
Yeah, but
up.
don't they know when I stand out there with my heart, my love, and my tears under those trees that they feel that I'm different?
I think they do.
The lady that lived here before did something very, very strange. And I have grown up seeing bottles stuck on branches of trees. Okay. We used to have bottle trees, and it used to be some neighbors did it, and some people did it. And they'd eventually fill up all of the branches with upside down bottles, and they'd just job them onto the branch. And it would be real pretty, but the bottles were to reflect demon spirits. The lady that lived here before has got some sort of putrefied, rotted liquid in a mason jar that has a wire handle on it. It's an antique mason jar, and it's hanging from the branch. And when I first moved here, I asked the neighbor, I said, "Is that a jar of pee out here?" I said, "Who put a jar of pee in the tree?" And the neighbor, he was drunk at the time, he says, "That's not pee. That's just something the lady that lived here left because she cried when she left this house. She did not want to leave this home." And I said, "Well, I don't want to leave it either, and it's mine now." I mean, mine. From beneath the dirt to the top of the sky, that's endless. It's mine. I love it. Okay. But still, I kept forgetting about that jar. When I was out there last week to get in my car, I saw that jar is still hanging up there. But now the lid is all rusty, and the liquid in it is now dark gray. It's old, and I never bothered with it. I told Boomer that I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to put my hands on it, but I do have some large hedge clippers. I said what I could do is put a bag or a box underneath it and cut it down. Make a video and show y'all before, during, and after. But I didn't want to put it in my car and take it off somewhere with me because I didn't want to be in the car with it in case it caused an accident for me. I'm not giving anything opportunities because those things are opportunists. If you leave a little crack open, it'll slip right in. So I'm not playing that either, but I'm not allowing anybody a gateway, a portal, or permission to be here on something that I was blessed to have, a property that I was blessed to live on. And after I was rescued out of a certain hell, that's not the topic. It's just but this concerns me. It's concerned me the whole time. And it's not a tradition to hang the mason jars with certain liquids in the trees. I have seen it maybe once in my lifetime. It didn't concern me. This one does. This one is in my backyard to the right of the picture. When he uses the picture, when he shows the picture and he blows it up, it's to the very right of the picture, but just beyond it. You can't see it because I wasn't thinking to photograph it. I was just thinking to photograph what I saw, which was that dark area toward the right side of the picture, toward the end. Also, that shed, I can't go in it. I went up to it once and I backed away past the doghouse. I can't go to the left where all the tree branches are.
Mhm.
I can't go beside it on the left side. I started to go around it. The shed has a ledge there for potting and potting your plants. And that's what the shed was probably built for at one time. I got about halfway through there and I had to back up because the presence was so warm and so strong, and it was just like a heat that blew out to me, even though it was summertime when I went back there. I don't feel comfortable there. I don't feel comfortable at that shed. I don't feel comfortable around that doghouse. But over to the right of the picture where there's this dark black circle on the ground, which is a shadow in the picture, but I guarantee you that's where the blood is. There's some blood in that ground, and there's some strange fruit ghosts in those trees. Like I said, I'm in the South deep enough to where this highly probably was plantation ground.
Marilyn, thank you so much for
is
being here.
haunted.
Thank you for so much, Marilyn, for being here. And Jen spotted something else in that picture.
Spotted it, and then
Actually, I think a few other people had spotted something else
Mary
in
spotted
that
it.
picture.
Can you put it back up, Tears? And please read the comments because I'm on my phone and I can't do D Live and Zoom at the same time on my phone.
Yeah, because other people
Luna
have
put it
spotted
in.
something different, and I
Yeah.
noticed something different too when I was looking at it on Jen's phone.
Right here.
Did I talk too much trying to set up the situation and trying to explain?
Oh no, because Lunar Eclipse said right beside the shed, there's a child standing. He has like pant knickers on and no shoes, shirt with torn
What
sleeves.
you call me?
Oh,
No, see,
And then Dolly said she's seen it too, so that made me look, and I zoomed it, and you can somewhat see.
yeah, and I didn't pay that no attention until after they just said that.
There you go.
and zoom it out, please.
Yeah,
So
right at the side of that shed. Is it
we
the
can get up. Yes, we can get up to the shed. Yeah.
You can barely see him. He's right there.
Where?
Oh, I do see
Right
him.
there.
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, right,
You
raise
see
your hand
the
a little.
shadow, yep.
If you see the hand, raise, yeah, right up
He
there.
has his hand like.
He has his hand down.
To me, probably.
I didn't, right where you just had your hand, right there.
No, I'm seeing stuff I can't see then.
I'm not following it, but I believe, yeah.
Is it that?
No, it's right there.
It's
See the
right
little
there.
face?
Yeah, right there. Right, a little bit below where your hand is. Now come a little bit over, a little bit to your right. Right there. You're on it actually.
There's two of them. It looks
It's-
like.
I just see brush and
Oh, wait a minute. I see multiple. One,
trees.
two, three,
There's a couple
four.
of them
There's
there.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 faces in there. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think it's pareidolia.
It's got to be pareidolia because, yeah, I'm thinking you're right, Boomer. That's got to be pareidolia. Because then when you zoom back out, yeah, because it's pixelated because the closer you zoom, it becomes more and more pixelated. But wait a minute, but I still seen it right there.
All I see is shrubbery and shadows.
Okay, yeah, it's gotta be pareidolia.
Yeah, because I can see.
This here is a brown shrub. There's green shrubs behind it on both sides, and then the trees and stuff. Yeah, that's all I see. I think we're dealing with a case of pareidolia here.
Yeah, okay.
This is all shrubs right here.
No, that's too far up.
Yeah, let me take
It's
another
not that
hit of
far.
this joint. Let me see what I'm.
Let me drop some more acid, see what else I can see.
I can still see his jacket.
Oh, wait a minute. Right there. Okay, show me where you see the jacket at.
You don't see that as you're pulling in the lining of the jacket.
Right
It looks like a
there?
jacket or a shirt,
No, babe, it's
like a vest.
leave that crack alone, babe. That's oh.
Crack kills.
No,
Don't do crack. Kills.
I'm thinking you're right. That might be pareidolia. I mean, I would have to see another picture from that same spot, but of a different
I
time.
mean, if we were dealing with like a live video or something like that, where there's a bigger chance that people who can see stuff like that do see it like during a video. But when you're talking about a still image, what's captured in that still image is in that still image
Right.
for everybody to see. Now, if the majority of people don't see that, then what anybody else is seeing is most likely pareidolia. Because
Yeah.
we're dealing with a still image, and if there is if an entity or I was gonna say mirage, not mirage. What are those things called?
Um,
Full view ghosts or whatever. If if that's captured on a film, that's like it's there in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would see something like that.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said I would have to see another picture of a different time, but the same location to see.
List
Yeah,
all
let me
the
get my time machine, jump back to 1700, take a
Yeah.
snapshot for you.
Yeah, and then come back and let us see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at all these Negroes sitting around here. It's enough of them to make a Tarzan movie. Yeah.
But
So-
as soon as I saw the picture in my head, it was like a movie playing in my head. And what I'm seeing is like this ritual taking place. Over to the right, where this dark area is, just behind it. Hang on, I gotta get rid of that. That's in my way. But in this area, in the back of this area here, where you can't see it from here because of the shrubbery and stuff, but in behind here, there's an area like where they would do rituals and stuff. I'm seeing like stone
altars.
yeah, altars. I'm seeing like stone altars. There's a bonfire. There's people doing crazy, wacky shit. And the kicker is there's African American and white people in this group doing this.
So that's
It's almost
voodoo.
like it's almost like there's a part of the community that does these rituals every now and again or whatever.
So
It's
that's almost
voodoo.
like a voodoo ritual.
Where she's at, they do a lot of voodoo.
Yep.
It could be. Could be.
They do a lot. It's white people. It's all colors that do the
Hey,
voodoo.
hey,
And we are
Nelisha,
talking about, down south, where
No.
everybody's crazy.
Yes, Eddie.
is that a walkway that's going straight across straight there?
No, the hedge
That's
separate
a pathway.
that row of hedges back there.
Yeah.
Then there's a dirt road that goes horizontally from left to right behind that hedge. And then across from the dirt road is that big tall house in the back.
Yeah, you can barely see through the trees the top of the house and stuff.
Yeah, I can see the coloration of the house.
And I hear them dogs out there barking at a lot. But
What city you live in?
if you are willing, all of us will do a video together during the daytime because doing it at night stupid. I mean, you know,
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
you won't be
you know my
tripping
saying on that though.
over.
If it's haunted during the night, it's gonna be haunted during the day too. Because to me, in my own
Yeah.
opinion, spirits don't have no sense of time.
I agree, and I don't
Exactly.
feel it because um I feel things very sensitively and I can hear stuff too. And I just am not known for that. I'm known for being Alicia with a lot of goofy, silly humor. But yeah, I have ability to hear stuff and feel stuff and see stuff and pick up on their emotions, and I express them as if they're there in front of you. Oh, I
So
dread going out there. I dread going out there because I have to really not go there. Because
what city you live in?
Ah,
Or
I'll
what
tell
state? What state?
Louisiana.
no.
No,
Alabama?
Why won't this move?
I don't know who's watching, Eddie.
Okay, you know what? You got our number, so you can tell us later.
I have several times. Jen, remember?
See, I have lapsed memory.
Jen, do you remember where I live?
yes.
Okay, you tell me later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't want to put you out on Front Street like that.
Yeah, I wasn't answering. I knew you weren't thinking. You were having a brain fart.
Luna said, "I see a cat too, Diane. I thought it was gray. Hello, it could be calico. You talking
No,
about?"
it's black. I have 3 black cats that stay at my house, and they're all feral. They stay on my front porch steps too, or sleep out under those hedges up under that dark spot on the right where Boomer pointed out. They sleep either in the shed or out there under those hedges, but they're feral and they're black. And I've got close to one. I've named him Binks, Binx, from the Hocus Pocus movie. I got
Uh-huh.
Binks out there, and my next door neighbor sees him, feeds them.
I
His
was reading Everyday Treasures. He said that voodoo that you do so well. Blazing Saddles, Harvey Korman.
I love Harvey Coleman.
I did too.
Mm.
Headley Lamar. That's Headley. I love Blazing Saddles. My favorite
You
movie.
do not. Oh God, they couldn't make that movie now. Oh,
That's the best all-time comedy movie
I
ever.
love Blazing.
that was my daddy's favorite movie because of the comedy, but not because of the racism.
I have the DVD in my living room.
We
Do
should.
you?
Yes, we do.
That's hilarious.
Love that movie.
I've got an illegal I've got an illegal DVD of something that's not even made in this country, but was made in the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it because my mother was dragged to it when she was a little girl. And then she took us as adults to see it. And I came across, my shoulders were so heavy. You would have thought I was carrying a lead backpack after I watched that movie. I'm shaking my head, going, God, why did I get born? Um, but it's called The Song of the South, and it's about the Uncle Remus stories.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that movie too. That's a movie I've never seen, but
It's for
heard a lot about.
It's up on YouTube for free in full, and I have the VHS or DVD. I don't even remember now. I can't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my daddy was a hillbilly, but he was also a civil rights activist when we lived in Georgia when I was a little girl before he took us up to Kentucky so we could learn how to be real people. Anyway,
Right.
he wanted to get us out of there because I'm a certain age where they did certain things and I saw certain things when I was a very little girl. I mean,
Right.
before kindergarten even, I saw something that ain't right. So I'm taking over this live stream with too much blabbering. And honestly, y'all, I hadn't talked to anybody for a few days, and I guess I'm just doing too much. And I want to say sorry.
No, you're fine. You don't have to be sorry. Don't be sorry whatsoever. Diane G said, I see a black man, Mary, with a hat on, looking this way. He's right up front to the left, full body head to waist. Wait, I think it's a woman, chubby face. Now, which one is it?
You see that branch over there on the right?
Oh, you gotta hit me with it.
That's kind of dried. Oh, you see that dried up branch in the picture over to the right, right in the top middle?
Yep, I sure do.
Well, right behind it, over to the right, off the picture, is where that rusted mason jar is hanging on a branch.
Oh, okay.
It's full of liquid, and I've not even put a finger on that jar because I won't. We're not making contact. See that circle of green grass around that tree down there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that stop. Yep, that's it. That's
Okay.
what I thought was a shadow, but there's green grass that circles that tree.
Right.
That tree's been extremely fertilized with something to make that grass that green.
Yeah, it's called Black People's Blood.
And
No, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
No, don't make me cry. I'm not them. Damn it.
I'm playing, Delisha.
I see a giant armadillo. There's his foot. There's his head.
That's your picture I hung out there, Boomer. Ooh, I'm playing,
But
Boomer.
in my vision I had, of course this didn't exist.
No, that
it
didn't.
All this area was like tall grass. There was a bunch more trees and stuff, forest and stuff in this area. A few more trees here spotted throughout here, but this was all like overgrown grass all through here and everything. And off to the right, I can see behind this stuff here, behind
Yes,
this bush.
that's the creepiest area.
Off camera is where I saw like this altar type. There's 3 stone altars, and with a bonfire in the middle of them, and people just like dancing around doing crazy shit, hooting and hollering and talking a language I can't understand.
They're speaking in tongues.
Probably Cajun French or some shit, you know. But that's what was going on in my head in the image. It was like a movie playing in the same scene over and over and over again.
Yeah, I was reading Michigander Man. Yeah, I remember what happened to Emmett Till. He was 14 years old.
No, gosh.
That's sad. That was sad.
That's gruesome.
Yeah.
I've had 14-year-old boy before my. I want to scream. I want to scream at my mama. I'm a mama, y'all.
That, yeah, you know, all they said he whistled at a woman, a white woman.
He didn't though.
And he did. And what they did to him, his mom did not want a closed casket. She wanted people to see what was done to her son.
Because she's brave.
Yeah.
And she's a strong woman.
Yeah, I mean, he might have been 13, Dolly. I mean, you might be right. I mean, I just know he was a teenager. And to die like that, you know, I wish that we can get past that. But this is what, at the same time, they want to erase that history. You know, they're trying to do that now. They don't want you talking about slavery no more. You know, to make it like it never existed. You know.
Well, I tell you, Eddie, when I used to do my walking around with my spirit box in Long Island, and I asked the spirits one time, because it was so active in that area, which was across the street from the high school, and it was like courts, like tennis courts. And I'm like, I asked the spirits, what was here before? And on the spirit box, you heard them say, clear as day, the Greenville slave house. And I tried looking that up, and they were like, no, there was no slaves in Bayshore. I'm like, bullshit. That whole place was full of slave houses. Like the trailer park, supposedly in the 1800s, I crossed over a guy who literally the trailer park was where his house was, the main house, and he owned lots of slaves. And his wife, and the wife's friend, the slave house got on fire and they died in the fire. And they were still there. They didn't cross, but you couldn't find no information on that area about slavery. They didn't want to know about it.
Right. I mean, I wish people could understand we didn't ask to be black. It's just that, if there is a God, he chose us to be that.
If
We
we
don't,
could have asked, I would have asked if I could be black.
yeah. But you know what? And Rob said, he said he wanted to, pay his respects to him because what happened, Rob, you didn't do nothing to him. It's okay. I mean, what happened, that was what that's why we call it the past. But we don't want our past to be our future either. So you didn't do nothing wrong. That's why I keep trying to pay love forward to no matter what color we are. Because, we all got skeletons in our closet. Sometimes it's just time for us to bring them skeletons out.
Well, my skeleton don't look like that.
No, and mine either. Somebody said once, I guess we all have a little prejudice in ourselves. It was Hulk Hogan that said that. No, we don't. Because when I was born to love my brothers and sisters no matter what color they were.
Thank
So,
you.
No one's
so
born to break.
I look at it like this. How you bring your kids up is how they become. So if you teach, you don't learn about hate in school. You learn it at home.
You
So
learn it at school too, but you
yeah,
have
but you
to
still
get
you
your
pass
basic
right,
foundation at home. I agree.
right. So whatever you bring your kids up to be is what they're going to be. So if you brought up in a world of hate, that's what they're gonna be. That's all they're gonna know. So we just need to teach our kids now a little better. And we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. But we still got a
My
lot more work to do. We still got a lot more work to do.
my
We done with
parents
this picture now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
my parents always told me to treat people the way you want to be treated.
And that's right.
You are exactly right.
That is right. AJ Paranormal said, where is it at? I just lost where it was. I'd be surprised if there's pets are buried there. I guess they've been buried there in that backyard.
Pet
And I
or parent.
and I always look what's on the inside of the person instead of the color of the skin.
Right. You know what? Beauty is not always on the outside. The beauty of you also is on the inside of you. So how you treat a person, you could be the most beautiful person in the world or most handsome guy in the world, but that doesn't mean your heart is the same.
Right.
So
I
let's,
have met some beautiful manipulators.
yeah, and they're out there.
Uh,
They're scammers. Scammers.
con artists, narcissists.
They
So
come in all colors.
they come in all colors, just
They
like you did.
do.
So it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's an
It's
all
color
thing.
thing.
We just have to train ourselves to be a little better because ain't nobody perfect in this world.
If we were all perfect, it'd be boring.
Right. It would be mass chaos because everybody's perfect.
It'd be boring. It'd be so lame.
Plus, I love to joke around with people. That
Everyday Treasure said, not me, Eddie, I'm perfect. Right.
I always love to joke around with people, and they joke right back with me.
Yes.
And me too. And that's why, we shout out everybody. And when we do videos, we always give a shout out to certain YouTubers. We don't care how many subscribers they got. We don't care. We're not, subscriber chasing or clout chasing. We just do it out of love. because there's more than just us. That's how we make a community. How you make a community? Unity. That's how we try to bring everybody together. I mean, it's all about love and then paying it forward because it comes back even twice as fold.
Well, yeah, Shelly's talking about me again.
Don't you love it?
She says, I've met beautiful on the outside, so ugly inside. Why you gotta talk about me so much, Shelly? Why bring me into this?
Let me tell you,
What
everybody that's on this
today?
panel, I couldn't have better friends than everybody that's on this panel. I love each and every one of them.
And you know, I love you too.
And nobody's perfect.
Nope.
Nobody ever claimed to be.
Love you guys too.
And then what we need to do as a community is to pay it forward, pay it to the next person. That's why we do what we do, is we pay it forward. It's not about me, it's about we. And that's how you make the community grow. Each one help one.
Like
And that's
this,
my philosophy.
like
Well, I
this
don't
one.
want to be a party pooper, but I have an appointment in 12 hours, so I
Yeah,
gotta
and-
get some kind
Yeah,
of
we're
sleep
we're
here.
getting ready to shut it down anyway.
He has to be at
So
work.
I have to
I'm
be
go
at
ahead
work in the
and
morning. So
bounce off.
I want to give a shout out again to Dolls Dolly, Diane G, AJ Paranormal. Thank you so much for being here. Now you're part of our family. Everyday Treasures, of course. And Mama of an
Rob.
Angel, Rob, Michigander man. And I want everybody, before you leave, I want you to put your links in the chat. Please put your links there. Go by, check out everybody. Dolls Dolly, we love you. Go by, show some love. Go by and check out each other. I'm gonna check out AJ's channel tonight and Paranormal Poet tonight. I'm gonna check both of those out. And before I go to bed, and I'm gonna leave a comment and subscribe. And I
Like,
want
like
All right, y'all. Much love. Keep it real.
Good night,
much
Boo.
love to you,
night boomer.
everybody. Y'all have a great night. God bless you all, and just remember, if you can't say anything nice to a person, please, by all means, don't say anything at all.
Like this one time, my husband and I was at Bob Evans' restaurant,
I love Bob Evans.
and I was talking to this one lady, seeing how her day was going and everything, and we asked our waitress for our bill, and the lady paid for our meal.
Wow, so sweet.
Wow, that's great.
And she said to us, pay it forward, and I have been ever since.
That's right. That's a blessing. So yeah,
Yes.
Tiggs in New Zealand, thank you so much for being here. I want to thank all you guys so much for being here because we love each and every one of you. And I hope you guys come back next Saturday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. I hope you guys come back next Sunday and check us out. Like I said, put your links in the description box below.
Thanks for having me.
Guys,
Good night, everybody.
good
Have
night.
a great night, everybody.